Good with it. Tap in with us. Tap in. Talk to us, man. We ain't been here in a minute, man. We got to get back in the groove. What up with it? What up with it? What up with y'all? Welcome to Kick It and Converse, man.
T-Kels.
You know what I mean? Self the artist, a.k.a. Mr. Know-It-All. Yeah, tapping in, man.
Come on now, let's get it in.
Yeah.
Come fuck with us.
Share the page, like, subscribe. Please. You feel me? It's a lot to talk about. A lot of shit going on. And I've been waiting to get a lot of this shit off my chest. Me and my brother seem to disagree on a few points.
Who the fuck your ass be constantly getting into it with, man?
What you mean?
I be just seeing your posts you always posting, man. Who fucking with you, man?
Ain't nobody been fucking with me lately. I had to check my girl cousin today. Because, you know, we posted our CDL shit. And mind you, let me make a disclaimer. I have no problems with all white people at all. So let's get that
with all white people?
Not with all white people.
All white people or all white people?
All white people. I don't have a fucking problem with. I got a problem with the certain people, right? So we get on there. We say, you know, we passed our CDL. We did this, that, and the third. This motherfucker get on there, he trying to tell us everything negative that can go wrong because his shit didn't work out. You know what I mean? Kyle, I'm talking to you.
He said what now?
Yeah, so she posted it. She had posted the CDL, you know, like we just passed that. We're going to get this, that, and the third. He gonna comment some shit like, mind you, I met this nigga.
In the comments?
Yeah, no, yeah. Mind you, I met this motherfucker. He didn't even come in the house. He was so motherfucking nervous and fidgety acting. You know what I'm saying? I told her, I said, that nigga act like the feds. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he ended up commenting some bullshit like, oh yeah, well, you know, you probably won't make a lot of money and blah, blah, blah. Bro, you know, shout out to all the fucking truck drivers out there. Everybody with their CDLs, they Class A, Class B, Class C, whatever the fuck you got going on. Providing for your family. If anybody don't know, if you don't know, CDL is one of the biggest growing. It's like it's shit starting to boom like the car industry.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you can make $200,000 in a box truck. You know what I'm saying. You don't gotta even have your Class A.
Yeah, it's all about your grind though.
But he's talking about basically you won't make a lot of money, blah blah blah. So I had to interject, and then he said some other shit. I wasn't feeling none of that shit. Like, it was just weird shit, like pessimistic, negative, fear shit. That, you know how people try to put their fears on you, like, no, you can't do that. Well, no, nigga, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't give a fuck this your cousin or not. Stay the fuck off my post.
That was my intent when I came up here though.
What's that?
To drive the trucks.
Yeah.
I had got my permit and everything. Yeah, I did all that shit. I did all the tests. I even know how to drive one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that I got caught up in that damn barber and shit and kind of let that shit go. But yeah, that was my whole intention when I moved up here.
Yeah.
Fucking drive with my cousin because he had the truck already. You know what I'm saying? Then he had like a few trucks. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get my CDLs or whatever. Went and took the. Actually, I took the test. I took it to Illinois.
Yeah.
And when I got up here, I had to take the motherfucker over again.
Yeah, it changes state to state.
Yeah, I had to take the motherfucker. So I got in the motherfucking book. Yeah, I breezed right through that shit and going on, but just got caught up with that cutting hair shit, man. And here I am, still doing this shit.
Hey, man,
16 years later.
As a boss, though.
Yeah, 16 years later. But yeah, that was my intent, though, man. But I don't think I could have probably did that shit anyway. I mean, I ain't gonna say I probably couldn't have did it, because I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Right?
But I just know that I be going to sleep behind that wheel, man. After driving so long, man, I get fucking tired, man.
Hey, you gotta drive.
I don't see how motherfuckers do that shit.
You gotta drive in them. So I'm driving locally. So I'm driving locally, and I'm driving in the morning. I'm not doing no nighttime shifts. You know what I'm saying? Period. I'm driving at the times I would be awake, 5:30 in the morning and on up.
Yeah, but now it's like you can find like a lot. But then when I was getting ready to do it, they was like strict on that. You know, you got to do something like a year over the road. It was kind of hard to find local gigs. You know what I'm saying? Right. At this point, you know, unless you like actually know somebody, and I ain't know nobody like that or nothing. But if you know somebody like a lot of companies, they wouldn't hire you if you ain't had that over the road experience.
Right.
So I came in that time. So it's just that, like, man, after a couple of hours, man, of driving, man, I get tired, man.
Robert Lee, what's up? We see you, bro. You know what I mean?
I would
What's
have been to
good
put
with
that
you?
motherfucker in the field, cornfield, some motherfucking well. Straight up.
Been out that motherfucker,
Yeah,
whole field
I
start
get
on
tired.
fire.
I just think about that, but I mean, I probably could have did it, but I also think about what the fuck if I fall asleep behind one of these motherfucking wheel of one of these motherfucking trucks.
Well, I mean, that's definitely a good concern to have.
Yeah.
If that's an issue.
Straight, okay, Emmanuel, I see you. I see you. Putting that thing out there for the camera.
Well, you know, we ain't been back in a minute, man. It feel good to be back with my guys, man. Back on the set, kicking in Converse.
Kicking in Converse.
You hear me? You know what I mean? Sponsored by Rise and Grind.
You got it.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Motivation. You know, we didn't even get a chance to talk about this McDonald's baby daddy shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, bringing
McDonald's baby daddy.
Yeah. You know, bringing meals for your own kid versus all them little munchlings she done had with somebody else. Like, personally, I don't think the brother was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now, I may have handled the situation differently, but I feel if you bring 4 meals at McDonald's every day for 4 days, nigga, you just spent like $150, $120.
I mean, but I don't think it was like an everyday thing. I think
She said every day he come here, he only got 1 bag.
Well, if he was gonna do that every day, he might as well just went to the fucking grocery store.
That's what I said.
You know what I'm saying?
I said I would have went to the grocery store.
Yeah. It's like I mean, if he doing that shit every day, he doing that shit he fucking with her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
That's his intent.
I don't know what she did to fuck with him though.
I mean, that shit. She gave him some pussy. That's what she did. You know what I'm saying? I don't think when he was fucking her that they was going through that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that little nigga McDonald's.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Every day.
So I mean, that's another thing I was wondering. I was wondering, like, is the kids older than his kid?
She
Or
did
is they younger than his kid?
she did a follow up. I think it's a whole hoax, but from what I could see, but she did a follow up where she said, yeah, all of the kids is older than his.
But I heard that bitch was fake though.
Yeah, I think it was
the one who
fake.
did that. I heard that
Yeah.
wasn't the same chick that the actual video was.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
Both
know what
of
I'm
them.
saying?
I mean, well, she had on a ton of makeup. I don't know if that was
Yeah.
her or not.
Yeah, they say it wasn't. I don't know, but they say that wasn't the same chick. But
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's a good conversation because I feel like it's too much entitlement. First off, with these women. First of all, now don't get me wrong, the brother, you play a part. You lay down with this woman, whatever the case may be. But a lot of these women is habitual lay downers, right? You a habitual, right? Baby papa outer, baby daddy having motherfucker, right? You not trying to get married. You not motherfucking. You know, you're not demanding like some type of commitment, nothing. You just popping out babies, hopping from nigga to nigga.
But at the end of the day, man, I mean, I know women like that, and that's fucked up that shit happens.
Yeah,
but
it's fucked up.
Us as niggas, we ain't shit, man. We
Yeah,
tell a
we
bitch
ain't shit
anything to
either.
fuck. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't shit either.
And we'll fuck a bitch raw. We'll get her pregnant, and we don't see no future with her.
But
You know,
hold up.
but hold up. But a woman still seeks, like I said, the woman with 3-4 kids still seek the same thing as a bitch that ain't got no kids seek. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? So therefore, if I go fuck this bitch, I knock her up, and I realize I don't want to be with this bitch, this female still seeks a man to still come through. You know what I'm saying? She probably still seek that with me from the get-go.
Right.
But a lot of us niggas, we ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I will take that. I'll take that and run with it.
Okay.
We will fuck a bitch and bounce.
Yeah.
We will get a bitch pregnant and bounce.
She know that too, though.
Yeah, and they know that too. But we will manipulate them into giving us that pussy and knocking them
Yeah,
up.
but that's the thrill of the hunt.
But the only
That's
thing
that's
is,
what our nature
with this
do.
Roe versus Wade shit,
Yeah,
it's
it-
tight.
what-
They're gonna
what-
have to really start thinking about that shit.
Hey,
now.
look, hey, check it out. Hey, I said it before. Look, and shout out to Suge Jackson. Motherfuckers tried to get on her ass, but she makes always a lot of good points, and I always have to bring her up on it. We're gonna have to have her back.
Mm-hmm.
But she brought up a lot of good points. She said, okay, so they've been forcing niggas that didn't want to be daddies, if not daddies, at least responsible financially
Yeah.
for years, right? So now that they forcing y'all to do some shit, like, okay, now you can't have control over certain shit. Now all of a sudden it's a problem.
Yeah.
Now, I don't agree with the Supreme Court decision, but I also understand her point. Where at the end of the day, you don't like being forced to motherfucking have a baby you don't want.
Yeah.
But you forced a man to have that didn't want a baby, that told you
Right,
he didn't want a baby.
Yeah,
he didn't have no say so.
He ain't got no say so.
Up until this point. Now, both of you motherfuckers got the same fucking problem.
Right. So the playing field is level now, huh? Yeah, we in this now, bro.
Yeah,
I can't even hit the chop shop
we in
up.
here.
Straight up. Yeah,
You know
so
what I
it's
mean?
fucked up. But
like, he's like, shit, I seen somebody say, shit, I just want to abandon the nigga. You try and kill him. Mm-hmm. That's a good point. It's a spicy point, but it's a good point. Like, you trying to kill a baby. I'm just trying to motherfucker. I don't want to be a part of, but I just think that they should implement some law to where before birth or at the time of birth, y'all should have an understanding. Like, yeah, I don't want to be, and I can sign my rights over immediately. I'm not financially responsible. She's choosing to take this direction on her own. She gave birth to him, or to her, whatever the baby's gender is.
But a lot of women probably ain't gonna honor that though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, how you not gonna honor it?
By not honoring it. A lot of women, you know, because they looking at it like, hey, 18 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can feel this way now, but
but if I sign them papers and I'm not on the hook for no child support, now what you gonna do?
But it's gonna have to be agreement to sign that paper.
No, we don't gotta agree.
No, I'm saying like now a man can sign. He can sign his rights away.
I'm saying,
but the woman has to allow.
I'm saying we don't gotta agree. They need to change that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying right now, it have to. But if they change, it,
we need to change that because if she like, and if you gotta feel our pain, because at the end of the day, if me and you talked about not having a baby, we fucked around, we did whatever. You decide to take the baby to term, right? And you decide to have this baby. Why are you having this? I'm not saying that you may completely disagree with abortion, right? You got the right to whatever. But if we agreed with this sober-minded prior to any of this motherfucking shit that's going on, that man should have the right. If you got the right to kill him if y'all don't agree, then why shouldn't he have the right to be like, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with this. You got all rights. I'm not filing taxes on him, nothing. You feel me? Don't bring him to my door talking about Junior been wanting to meet you.
And she can do that. She just had to want to do it.
That's
you know
the
what I'm
thing.
saying?
You don't, as a man, you don't have any rights.
And who's to say you may want to change 5 years from now? You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
You may feel that way right now, and 5 years from now, you know that shit'll weigh heavy on you. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you know you got a shorty, and then you 5 years from now you doing good at this, that, and the other, and you be like, damn, I can't believe I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's.
I see a lot of niggas. I see a lot of niggas that this shit don't never weigh heavy on.
I mean, it probably do, but I mean, out of a lot of niggas, it may weigh heavy on you though.
Me personally,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm never gonna leave my seed out the dry, personally.
Yeah, it can happen. Like, I know there was a female. This is probably like 20-something years ago. You know what I'm saying? Female hit me up saying she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Told me she was pregnant or whatever. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So basically, this is before I had kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I brushed the whole shit off. Like, you know, this is back when we had landlines and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So basically, I just brushed the shit off. Like, you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Man, you know, it's in Chicago. I'm on the south side. She stay out west. You know what I'm saying? I ain't too familiar with the west side like that. And
I'm definitely not coming to visit.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what she say? So, it's kind of, we just grew apart.
Right.
Distant. I don't even remember this bitch name to this day, right now at this day. You know, I mean, I knew it then, but at the same time, just like over the course of years, though, I still be wondering, though, what if?
Yeah.
Like, if I do got a shorty, I'd love to see if it was all true.
Right.
You know, I would love to see this shorty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I've been thinking about this I really started thinking about it when I was locked up because I ain't had no kids. You know what I'm saying? This back in like 99, 2000, around this time when I was locked up and I ain't had no kids. And I'm thinking like, damn, I remember Shorty was saying she was pregnant and I pretty much pushed this motherfucker off.
Right.
Man, this is like probably in like 97 when this shit happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But end of the day, I've been thinking about it for the last 20 years.
Right.
And it do weigh on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know if she really was pregnant. I don't know if she really had a shorty by. I really don't know. But something inside of me, you know what I'm saying, still eats me up behind that shit. That's why I say you can feel that way when this chick get pregnant. I'll fuck this bitch, you know, she a thought, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, when you got a shorty, it don't matter if she a hoe. It don't matter if she a thought now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot.
If you really want to be involved with this shorty.
I mean, you could be, nah, it do matter. That matter. I mean,
it don't matter if it's your kid.
Being involved with the shorty is
that's what I'm
thing.
saying. That's what I'm saying. It ain't got nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the shorty. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucking anvil can drop on this bitch head and you do not give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Like-
You know, as long as your shorty cool. But you know what I'm saying. But it's just that I'm saying, like, when that shit happened, you know, I mean, to this day, it still weighs in on me. I didn't even tell people about it. And, you know, there's there go you, Big Ron. What up, man? Hey, we were just talking about you, Ron, man.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, but you know, just something like that. So that's why I say, if a chick get pregnant and you be like, man, baby ain't born yet, you know what I'm saying? You want to sign your rights over because you don't see no future with this bitch. This shit a fucking way, especially if you in the same community as this shorty. You know what I'm saying? Minneapolis ain't that big. No. So you gonna run across this shorty. Especially if this motherfucker starting to look like you, and you done signed your rights off.
But you know, if you sign your rights off, they can put a clause. It's always a way to fix some shit. So you can put.
But all that shit got to be an agreement, though.
Yeah, but it don't need to be.
Yes, it do.
It don't need to be. If she want to go down there and get an abortion, she don't got to agree to shit.
No, I'm talking about after the ship sailed, man.
Okay, so after the ship sailed, in the time that I signed my rights, I need to be notified that I do have a child out here. Now, that doesn't mean I need to take care of them. That means, but I need to be notified that I have a human with my DNA.
Exactly.
Right? So that should be part of, not an agreement, that should be part of law.
But when you sign your rights away, you got that shit got to be noted that this is really your kid. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
to a kid that ain't yours.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, so it's got to be.
Well, niggas and females is out here, not to harp on them, but females is out here, telling niggas that you know, they got babies that ain't even theirs.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
Taking the nigga got to take care of them, and if you happen to sign that motherfucking paperwork,
it's yours.
Your ass cooked.
Yeah, it's yours. Whether it's DNA or not.
Do not sign paperwork without no motherfucking DNA proof.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much. I don't care if you've been staring at this bitch for 24 hours. Mm-hmm. If you slept at all during that time, make sure you get some motherfucking paperwork, cause
right.
I don't trust them.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing to do is, regardless if you know for sure or not, I ain't saying everybody should do this. I mean, gotta do this, but you should do this. Even if you know this my wife, I know I'm not one, but I mean, if you got any doubts, you know what I'm saying?
If you go to work
before you sign that birth certificate.
If you go to work and y'all ain't attached at the hip, go get you a motherfucking birth control, DNA test.
Because it happened to a lot of people that signed them birth certificates and
even if you prove it after, it don't matter.
Yeah, it don't even matter now.
So it's like,
you know what I'm saying? Unless she sign off on, like you said, she had to sign off on that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you got it going good and she already getting them checks, she ain't got to be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing from him no more.
Yeah, it's too uneven, man. That playing field is too uneven when it come to everybody say they want equal rights, right? Well, you know, when motherfucker want equal rights until white rights is equal. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you got to carry that same workload, to carry that same motherfucking you know what I mean, same understanding. Motherfuckers is not they really don't want no equal rights. They want equal rights as long as it's convenient.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it.
Convenient.
You know what I mean?
But you know, laws is basically just put in order to when shit get out of hand, a law is put in order. Mm-hmm. So any time a law is put in order since the beginning of time, a law got put in play when something get out of hand, like no matter what. You know what I'm saying? That's what laws come in at. As long as everything's smooth, the minute or some type of financial gain, a law be put in order. Yeah. Something they can fine you for, you know, shit like that. Right. Like parking tickets and all of that type of shit. You should be able to park wherever the fuck you want to park. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's a law.
Why can't I park on the lawn, bitch?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's my lawn.
Yeah, it's my lawn. Yeah. I take my motherfucking garbage out when I want to. You know what I'm saying? And I leave this motherfucking cat there. They'll fine you for leaving. I cut this grass when I want to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it just
Who cares about the property value of these other bitches? Fuck these niggas.
Yeah, but to the McDonald's thing though, like even with the shorties though, I mean, they say she jabbed, they say he wrong, her wrong, they both wrong, whatever the fuck. But with me personally, I don't think I ever got to that. For them to say she was wrong or I was wrong. Because I probably would have brought something for the shorties anyway. And I wouldn't have brought no motherfucking McDonald's, first and foremost. I would have stopped at Little Caesars, dropped the dub on 4 motherfucking $5 joints.
Yeah, for real.
And, you know, Little Caesars got thick crust.
Right. Yeah.
So them motherfuckers going to be full after about 2
Drink this water, little nigga.
Yeah, so they good. They good for the next day, too.
This shit going to expand in your stomach,
exactly.
shorty.
So, you know, I would have thought ahead. I would have did shit like that. You know, but it ain't nothing I'm going to do every day. And if I want to get my shorty something to eat, I'm going to come pick my shorty up.
And that's what I said. I wouldn't have just pulled up to the door. I would have did 1 or 2 things. I would have bought some groceries. You know what I mean? Now get your motherfucking ass in there and cook.
Yeah.
Right? Or I would have motherfucking had my shorty come outside. Or I'd have just been like, you know what? Give them to me for a week or until your
I would have
stamps
came
come.
and got them. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give them to me
I would have
until
came
your
and got
stamps.
them.
But my thing is that regardless, I still don't feel he was wrong because I don't know. She said like the little fake shit. She said he was bonding with the kids, whatever. That's one thing. Like if I bonded with you,
that's why I was wondering. Did she have like kids when he was with her?
Yeah.
Now if he was doing for them kids and he was with her, I think he should.
If I bonded with the kids, I'm
Yeah.
not finna just bring one kid like that.
Yeah.
That shit gross. Like that shit ain't what's up. But at the end of the day, why the fuck is you having so many kids on stamps?
Yeah.
I don't
Niggas
understand.
manipulating this bitch, man. They manipulating out them draws, man, and they knocking this
manipulating
bitch up.
shit. That bitch getting
Hey,
wet
this
and
bitch,
horny.
she
like
wanna
every
fuck too. Hey, she wanna fuck too.
Hey, bitch, well,
Hey,
get
them the
fuck
results
off
of it.
stamps.
Hey, that,
And you can fuck all you
the
want.
motherfuckers really, you don't really have to bring some food. She get off stamps. Nah.
No, she gonna have to bring some food. Get your lazy ass up.
And then like, I mean, like I said, I would have, and then, I mean, with my brothers and sisters, you know, like I said, this has nothing to do with the female. If I got a brother, you know, well, I got brothers and sisters, but even as a kid, with me having brothers and sisters, I would want to make sure they straight if I'm able anyway, regardless of my mama. So I really don't want my kid to have no bad blood with his brothers and sisters, because you brothers and sisters with these motherfuckers forever. You know what I'm saying? And that can grow some type of envy and jealousy amongst, you know what I'm saying, siblings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you always getting, you know what I'm saying, and they not. So then next thing you know, your siblings are siding against you now. Like I said, this has nothing to do with mom. So therefore, even if I was to come get my kid and take him to get something to eat, I would ask him about his brothers and sisters. I like, did they eat? Are they straight?
Yeah. Real
Little
nigga
bro,
activity.
big bro, take them. You taking this in there to them.
Right.
You know, as they brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they would appreciate their brother. They won't beat me. You know what I'm saying? So I just like to keep my kids, if they got brothers and sisters, still to keep that bond with their family like that.
Yeah,
So therefore, I would look out for them.
You ain't seen
know
that
what I'm
little clip where motherfucker was like, it's like, what you in here and doing in my room? That I put up, motherfucker was like, what you in here doing in my room? He's like, I wasn't looking for nothing. I just getting some batteries. I ain't see nothing. She was like, is that my pregnancy test? Hell yeah, why the fuck you keep having these kids? That's how the fuck I feel about this situation, man.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
sad.
trying to hear none of that shit. Like,
Yeah, it's sad.
At the
It's
end of
sad.
the day, you on fucking stamps. You done had a brand new motherfucking baby. You got 3 other little motherfuckers. I don't feel. Look, they should look. This how I look. They should snatch food stamps, Section 8 housing. Don't get me wrong. Crime gonna go up. Most definitely, crime.
They'll never
Crime
do that.
gonna go. I'm just saying. This is what
it's way more white people on that shit than black people.
That's
so they ain't gonna
fine.
do it.
Fuck all
So
that.
They gonna hold theirs down.
Hey, they need to snatch all that shit. And I bet you the black community start coming together.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they will.
No, they won't.
After a
They gonna be
brief
robbing
war,
each other.
After a brief war, you give it about 3 years, right? After a brief war and enough bloodshed,
Said a brief war
and
for
niggas
3
going to
years?
motherfucking 3 years. Motherfucker going to Civil War was 4 years. You know what I'm saying? You after another motherfuckers go to jail and whatever the fuck, and it die out. You know, it's gonna take a generation to burn out, almost a generation.
No, I don't think that's gonna change shit.
After that, I'm telling you right now, yeah, crime gonna be still kind of a little shaky, but motherfuckers is gonna be like, I'm not having no baby.
Only
Nigga.
way
I
to
don't,
be
I don't
like
get no
that-
assistance.
Only way they'd been like that if it been like that from the start. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta train motherfuckers. You gotta rip the bandage off at some point. You gotta rip the bandage off at some point. Like if a motherfucker able to sit at home, eat what they want, do what they want, without having to go to motherfucking work. Not saying some motherfuckers don't need it. Some motherfuckers do need it.
They get the stamps. I believe the stamps is enough, but I think I think a lot of these females, when they get the stamps, they go and buy the type of food that they don't need to be
they out
buying.
here buying
going to get
lobster
steaks.
tails and shit.
Yeah, they getting all that type of shit with the motherfucking with EBT.
Yeah.
They getting steaks. They getting all this high end shit and a bunch of fucking snacks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they use that money wisely and get the food that they need, that shit'll last month to month. I guarantee you. But they buying for Rollo, you know what I'm saying, when he come over,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Old broke ass Rollo come through, she want to make this nigga a steak with the kids EBT.
Yeah, because he
You know what I'm
he
saying?
beating up back up.
Yeah, about to put another one in her so they can get some more assistance.
Right. Let's go ahead, quadruple
Yeah.
up.
So I think the stamps do be enough. I think they just utilize the stamps wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Should be more than enough. I ain't
Yeah.
never spent that motherfucking much money on.
Yeah.
Well, no, I've spent that much money, but it's been cash.
But if you're gonna spend it, but when you spend the cash, you're getting the shit you want.
Yeah.
You're not getting the shit that you can get with the EBT, because a lot of times they getting EBT, they getting WIC too.
Yeah.
So they ain't got to buy cereal.
Yeah.
You know, they can get the cereal that they need. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Honey Bunches, but no, they want to get the motherfucking the
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, they want to get the shit that you got to spend. You know what I'm
They
saying?
want the shit with the sugar.
Yeah, they get the milk on what's name and all that shit.
Milk on WIC. Yeah.
Yeah. So cheese.
Yeah,
bread,
motherfucker on WIC
shit.
probably can't even tell you how much motherfucking milk is.
Yeah, so I think a lot of it just utilized wrong. They trying to shop like dope dealers with the EBT. You know when they get that shit.
And that's the thing is that if you ain't got no other options, right? You ain't got no other. You ain't got so they take. I'm not saying housing where it's like subsidized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you work, so we take 30%. Well, I'm not talking about that. That's a good program, but I'm talking about like the affordable housing, the Section 8 vouchers, all that shit. You snatch all that shit up out of from a motherfucker, I can guarantee you motherfucker going. First of all, black folks are the most innovative people on earth. And you go to the prisons, you find a motherfucker that's better than fucking Basquiat, right? On the painting side, a motherfucking Mussolini whatever one of these motherfucking painters, famous painters is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is gonna create a way to make shit happen.
Oh, we humans. We gonna do that.
Everybody motherfucking hiring right now. Ain't no reason no motherfucker shouldn't be working right now.
A lot of motherfuckers don't want to work.
Because you making more money sitting at home watching your favorite motherfucking Love and Hip Hop or whatever the fuck is going on. You hear me? I don't even know how motherfuckers on Section 8 got fucking internet.
Niggas got streaming service.
How you got internet? We know your house Section 8. You should not be allowed internet that's super high speed.
But they got programs that give motherfuckers internet too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You giving everything.
Yeah.
If you gotta get up and get your ass up and work for that shit.
Yeah, I feel like it's people a different who really need it. Like my mom and dad, like when we first moved to the United States, we definitely was on EBT. But she also had 5 kids, you know what I'm saying? And my dad was the only one who could work. She couldn't work.
Yeah.
If you wanted assistance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It couldn't be both of y'all working because the income,
right.
you know what I'm saying, it'd be more.
They just gonna give it to you according to what's coming in.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So I mean, I get it. It's people who need it to get, you know what I'm saying, just
use it as a stepping stone.
But you know what I'm saying, just get to where you need to get to.
Yeah, handicaps a lot of people.
Yeah, but that's like what you saying is true because like if you work for your shit, you gonna care about it more.
You appreciate it.
You're gonna take care of it better. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a whole different dynamic when you working.
But
it do got, like you said, it do got motherfuckers lazy though. It most
lazy
definitely do.
Fuck. And it gets tiring for a nigga that busts his ass every fucking day to watch another motherfucker. Not even just another motherfucker, but our community. You know what I'm saying? And our community even be tied up in that bullshit because I know you lazy because you got accustomed to being lazy. Yeah. Just like if you go working out, you're going to get accustomed to working out. You get accustomed to waking up, you're going to get accustomed to waking up. You know what I mean? All of this lazy ass shit that motherfuckers be doing, it's because they accustomed to it. You accustomed to waking up, you ain't got shit to do today, you going to go motherfucking spend your stamps or fuck around with this dope boy or go to the park or go get your motherfucking weave done or whatever the fuck. You shouldn't be doing none of that shit, bitch. You got to go to work.
Yeah.
You should be going to find a motherfucking job. If you got motherfucking stamps, and no disrespect to people on stamps, I done had stamps before too. But guess what? I got my ass the fuck up off stamps because at the end of the day, I don't want no other motherfucker taking care of me.
It'll handicap you.
Yeah, I don't want no other motherfucker taking care of me. I don't want my woman taking care of me. I don't want the government taking care of me. And as long as you are, as long as you're dependent on another motherfucker, you can't never call yourself a boss. You know, you can't never talk that boss shit. You can't never talk that independent woman shit. You can't never talk none of that shit. You on Section 8, you can't talk that independent shit. You're not independent. You got a fucking voucher.
And them motherfuckers give your ass the biggest headache, them type of motherfuckers.
What?
Them motherfuckers on Section 8 and 8. Them motherfuckers give you the biggest headache ever.
Man,
like,
and they talk crazy, drag you all over the internet and smoke shit.
I mean, I'm older now. I don't really run into them motherfuckers, but that moment when I was that age around the motherfuckers, man. And the bitches love that shit too. The bitches love public aid.
Hey man, hey, look, if you on Section 8, any motherfucking government assistance, don't be hollering that independent woman shit or independent man shit because you not independent.
Yeah.
You feel me? The government is your goddamn daddy. That's bae. The government is bae. Because in all honesty, if you didn't have them programs, guess what? You would cherish your man a little bit more, or cherish your woman a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because y'all gonna work problems out a little bit quicker. Because you know what? Bitch, I can't do this shit without you.
And ain't no nigga gonna build with you if you own that shit. Trust me.
Yeah. We don't give a fuck about your money.
Straight up, yeah.
We gonna live off you
shit,
if anything.
You gonna get fucked. You gonna get that.
Yeah.
If you own all that shit, you own public aid and all that shit, you will get fucked. And the nigga gonna be with you because you getting them stamps and all that shit because he gotta eat too.
Yeah, that nigga love juicy juice.
Yeah, he old
juicy
broke
juice
nigga,
is
you know
on
what I'm saying? Ain't no nigga on this shit gonna fuck with no bitch
fruit
on
cups
no
is lit.
Ain't no nigga that got his shit together and own his shit, got his own crib. He ain't fucking with no bitch on Section 8 and on 8.
Man, I'm trying to go.
You know what I'm saying? He a fucker.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna claim that bitch like that.
No. And if that's why you got a lot of these young niggas cheating. Like, you know, it's a whole slew of reasons as far as the cheating shit. But as far as
they cheat because they
yeah,
mean.
yeah. It's
really only one reason.
I said let me calm down for a minute.
Yeah.
But it's at the end of the day, you got too many situations where motherfuckers get to the point where they're just so comfortable. They in such a routine and they've been doing it for years that it's so hard for them to get up out of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And whole time you could be going to get so much more money. You could be doing so much more. Your kids wake up, they don't fucking respect you.
And a lot of these women, when they had these daughters, they passed that shit right on down to them, man. This shit been going on since the 70s.
Yep.
And this fucking 2022 now. And a lot of these women, they been just passing that Section 8 and public aid shit down to their motherfucking daughters. In reality, they continue to pass it down to them.
And what I say, man,
That
I said
shit
the
is
same.
a business or something.
Yeah.
I said the same thing the Panther said, man. Don't get off Section 8, get off stamps, get off whatever, however you got to do it. You feel me? If you got to go work 2 jobs.
Or use it for a stepping stone. If you gonna get this shit, if you gonna get that shit, still be making plans to get off this shit.
No,
a lot of these motherfuckers don't make plans to get off of it.
No, it ain't even no plans. It's that they make plans.
No,
they
well,
don't
they
execute.
gotta,
You know
they
what
gotta
I'm saying?
execute.
They make plans. It'll be 4 years later. You know
It's
what
like
I'm
my
saying?
shirt say. It's a wide line between understanding and executing. You understand what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You clearly understand what you got to do, but executing it, that's the hard part. You know what I'm saying? And it's only as hard as you want it to be. It's only as hard as you make it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If you ain't putting in no effort, you ain't gonna
But
get
the easier it is, the easier it's made for you, the wider that line get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and eventually that line becomes a wall.
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I'm
why I
saying?
think
So-
for like men in particular, like I'm not saying like, you know what I'm saying, you got to be out here with a whole lot of money or nothing like that, but I feel like with men, like you got to put pressure on them, you know what I'm saying? Like if you a man living at home at 25 or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got to put pressure on men like that, you know what I'm saying? Cuz like
what you mean you got to put pressure on men like that?
Like I mean, like your parents, you know what I'm saying? Like letting your kid live there till he's 25 and he ain't really do. Have y'all seen that video of homie who
when he telling Shorty get out, whatever?
Stepdad was having him get out and his
Who,
mom like
white, black?
No, they was black.
He was like 29 or some bullshit like that, or 28.
I don't know
or
how
Oh
old he was,
yeah, and
but
then
yeah.
she was like, "No, my son ain't
Yeah,
gonna go
yeah,
nowhere.
yeah.
You
Yep.
gotta go."
But I was just saying, as men, like I think that builds character for men.
He could have
You got
stayed
that
there.
pressure.
I wasn't gonna stay there.
Man, I would have
Yeah,
left
that's what
that
I'm
day.
saying, yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
That minute.
Yeah.
But like
Fuck
you
you
said,
and this little nigga.
I think it's that comfort thing. Like, you know,
Yeah.
people ain't in there pushing you to go do something, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you getting comfortable. Like you say, it's a routine for you. You working, you coming home, you ain't paying no bills. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for men, that shit is detrimental. Especially,
But
like...
and that's a big fact. But you gotta I also look at it like this is why I'm probably gonna get crucified for this. That's why I'm stuttering on it. But this is why, for me, gender roles is necessary.
Yeah.
Right? Now I don't necessarily know what all the pronouns and all that shit. I don't understand much of that shit at all.
That shit ain't real.
But I don't understand none of it. You know what I mean? Shout out to the LGBTQ community. I don't understand it, and I don't agree with a lot of shit. I'm not homophobic at all. I just don't agree with a lot of shit because I feel like at the end of the day, there is a role. You have to have a leader. And your leader has to, at the end of the day, from what I know, my design is God, man, woman. Not that she's under you, but in the sense that we all have a We all have a God-given gift.
She is under you, though.
Yeah.
And a woman should want to be under you. At the end of the day, regardless of how they looking at it now, a woman should want to be under a man.
Well, I'm just not trying to say nothing.
No, say it. No, say it, brother.
I don't
say
understand.
It. She should want to be under a man. I don't give a fuck. She should want to be under a man.
I mean, that's the structure of a
yeah.
But then what?
Proceed.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you got couples that are female and female, male and male. I don't know how y'all identify, but I know there's got to be a leader. At the end of the day, you got to designate a leader, and your leader has to be a real leader. You can't. There's no wavering. There's no fucking co-coaching. There's none of that. It's somebody got to be able to say, you know what the fuck I say goes. Period. Somebody got to wear the pants. You know what I mean? You can't both wear joggers and then think shit gonna work out. No, somebody got to wear the pants. Period, and you got to respect that person's leadership role. Right. Period. You got certain people that's stronger in strong suits, and I understand that. But you got too many situations where the roles are just up in the motherfucking air. Motherfuckers don't understand any type of leadership roles or who's supposed to be doing what. And then shit get confused, and they wonder why shit keep failing.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said something about that. See, as far as a leadership role, all right, like you say, touching on the LGBTQ community.
Which is a rarity.
So, all right, you got a woman-woman relationship.
Okay.
I guarantee you one of them women is going to be the lead.
But what if they... Yeah, no, not necessarily.
Usually one of them women is going to play that, regardless of what they doing, one of them women is going to play the man role.
One of them going to be the stronger one.
Exactly. So therefore, and that's usually going to be the one that's the more masculine one, like a man.
Yeah.
So therefore, women do look for men to lead. They're not going to really get with a woman that's beneath them and still try to play the man role.
Right.
If this woman is the stud in the relationship, she's going to play the man role. She's not going to play the female role at the end of the day. Yeah. So and that's because a woman still looks for someone to lead.
Yeah, any studs that happen to tap in, please tap in, because I'm curious as to how any of this shit work.
Why do the stud wear the strap on?
I don't.
Well, hold on. Why is that? Who has a dick? Who's born with a dick?
Damn. Hey, sexually, motherfucker gonna have to. Hey, motherfucker trying to get pleased.
No, but who's born with the dick though?
Yeah. What? Men.
All right. Yeah. So, what role is she trying to play?
What role is she trying to play? Well,
when she got the strap on, what role is that?
Yeah. She's emulating male.
A role.
Yeah.
Still a role.
Male role. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So a man is supposed to lead.
Yeah.
That's the end of the day. And therefore, a woman is supposed to be beneath her. And a woman who understands that relationship would be that much better. Yeah, she understands that this man is supposed to lead.
Honestly, I think women understand that. They just too arrogant. I think they just.
You said they too arrogant?
They too arrogant to just admit that shit.
Yeah.
Or just to follow through. They too prideful to say, nah, I ain't.
That's because they keep running into niggas they feel ain't shit.
Yeah, but that's exactly why you see all these unhappy women running around talking.
And you know what? I don't think it is even an ain't shit nigga type thing. I think it's just a woman thing because, and of course this is a male dominated show at the moment. So we may be biased a little bit.
Yeah, we got to get them. Ladies, y'all got to come sit down with us, man. You
have to come sit down.
Straight up. We want to, man. We want to have these conversations with the ladies, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we back and forth, and a lot of this shit on what men do. Yeah, we gonna agree on. You know what I'm saying? So we need these ladies to come sit down, man. We would love to have these conversations more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the rest of the world an understanding on, man, woman.
And we got to have these conversations, and no matter how tough they are, but. When it comes down to, what was the topic? Male leadership.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to a leader, I don't necessarily know. I don't know how none of this shit works, the LGBTQ community. I don't know who takes the role or whatever, but one of y'all got to be the leader. I didn't even have females tell me, what about co-coaching? I said, show me one team with a co-coach. You got an assistant coach, but the assistant coach listens to the head coach, and the head coach listens to the owner.
That's a new word or something? Co-coaching?
Yeah, co-coach.
I never heard that.
That's some shit women made up today, I should stand next to you. You ain't gonna stand next to me when this nigga break in the house.
Man, when you start putting labels on that shit, usually when they start putting labels on shit, these are motherfuckers that ain't in no relationship and will never be in a relationship because you putting labels on shit. If you're not doing it the organic way, a relationship, that shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Who the fuck gonna be in the house saying I'm your co-coach?
Nobody listening to that bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the co-coach.
Yeah.
And what people in the relationship is actually gonna introduce his motherfucking wife, lady, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my co-coach, we about to go step out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's single talk. All that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's why I personally shun away from all that shit because I look at it like at the end of the day, if you and this is the one thing with we got a bunch of other topics, but this is the one thing that you ain't trying to kill me, is you? No, you good? All right. Okay. I might need to test this. But this is the one thing with that whole situation is that a woman's God-given role, right, is submission, right? She's supposed to be submissive to her man. Now, if you're not willing to submit to that man, then that's not the right man for you.
Yeah, plain and simple.
See, the problem is that women are like, oh, you have to make me feel comfortable so that I can be in my femininity, right? No, you're supposed to be naturally feminine just like I'm supposed to be naturally masculine.
And all that is single
right.
talk.
I'm not going to wait until you let me feel masculine before I'm masculine.
Right.
Right? And that shit sound dumb as hell, but they keep spewing it out to one another like it's a fucking, you know what I mean? And then you got a bunch of dumb bitches that's like, oh, yeah, that sound right.
They don't understand submission, though.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's that single talk, though.
That's
you know what I'm saying? That's that single woman who probably ain't going to get a man or never get a man unless she submit.
Not a high value, man. Shout out to motherfucking Kevin Samuel.
Man, I miss my dog.
Yeah, I miss my dog, man.
But they going to have to learn to submit. But see, a lot of women, they get the submission part twisted up with, like we talked before. Yeah. Go sit your ass down. The fuck over there. Go make me something to eat.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Go make me a sandwich.
When I walk in, you keep your motherfucking head down. You know what I'm saying? Right. They get it mixed up with that. Not realizing that submission is just basically learning your man. Learning what he like, learning how he would like to feel,
right.
Learning how he want his peace, just learning everything about him. Yeah. That's what submission is. When he
do and don't want to be bothered.
You know what to talk, all that. That's what submission is. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they get this whole submission thing twisted up with a motherfucker running them. No man want to just run you.
Right.
That's too much fucking energy.
Right.
I couldn't fuck with no motherfucker that I just make do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get your ass out of here. Your ass too fucking easy and gullible, you know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of women, they just get submission mixed up with that. Submission is just learning this nigga who you fucking with. That's it. Right. Learning everything about him. Like it's like when you in school. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you got to take an English class, you got to learn in order to make an A. You got to learn everything about this subject. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, ladies, when you get a man, treat it like a subject. Learn everything about this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You can get a C and be average. Right. That'll still work. But shoot for that A. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go for that 4.0 grade average. You know what I'm saying? And that's a form of submission. Because when you go to school and you take a subject, you submitting to this subject. Right. You know what I'm saying? In order to make it through school to go to the next grade, the next grade, the next grade, and so forth.
You know what's crazy is that back in the day, that was one of the things that all of the G mamas and all that, big mamas, they used to be masters at that.
Yeah.
Right? They used to be masters at, like, I remember my grandma, my grandfather talking shit, right? Oh, I'm finna do this, I'm finna do that, this, that, and the third. And then I remember going in the kitchen to get some more spaghetti or whatever the fuck she done made, catfish, you know what I mean? And her, overhearing her telling my auntie, like, girl, he finna be sleeping about 30 minutes. Watch. And like clockwork, this nigga was asleep in 30 minutes. You know
they know. She has submitted.
Yeah, but she knows.
She knows this man.
She knows him.
Yeah, she knows this man.
Let him talk his shit. I'm not gonna argue with him.
Yeah, she know that.
Blow the rails out. Whatever the fuck, nigga.
She knows this man.
Fuck what you talking about. I'm gonna be tucking your ass in.
Right, she know this nigga ain't gonna do shit. Yeah. None of that shit. She know he just woofing. Yeah. All that shit. Yeah. Because she submitted a long time ago to where it is what it is now.
Yeah. It's like a superpower though, and I think that's what's missing because you don't have a lot of young ladies that was groomed or raised by women how to be women, right? So, or how to be loving, submissive women, or even that submission is a thing. Like you got young girls talking about, oh, I don't want to get married. Well, that's why you got 32 fucking baby daddies.
Well, for real.
You know what I'm saying? You got 32 baby daddies, and you always on motherfucking Facebook talking about how niggas ain't shit.
And I don't think no woman don't want to be married. It just take that if she allow the right nigga to come in.
Right.
Trust me, all that shit have changed.
But she got to change her whole.
That's what I'm saying. In order that shit had to allow.
In order for him to even.
I don't remember who we had. I don't remember who we were doing the podcast with, and that exact thing came up, fam. Any woman who say that, bro, it's just a cop out.
Yeah.
Because she knows she ain't good enough to get the man she wants.
If that
Plain
too.
and simple.
That could be the case
in
too.
her
That's
mind.
literally what she think. She
of
deserve,
herself.
I guess.
Yeah.
She too full of herself, and she gonna think it's settling.
Yeah.
If she get a man who's on her level.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. So a woman who say that, that's all bullshit. And cool, you can chase your career, your job, fine. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. That's the thing. You can do what the fuck you want.
Because me personally,
40, we gonna see if you talking that same bullshit when you're 40 years old, sitting at home with all your money, your bags, all that bullshit, with no family, no nothing. You a true not everybody else goddamn family because you ain't got your own.
You always over here, bitch. Don't you got a man?
Yeah.
right.
No.
I can guarantee you, any woman, not to toot my own horn, but not to toot my own horn, but any woman that says she don't want to be married, if I get in a relationship with her, I guarantee you that bitch will want to marry me. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee any woman.
Why would you say that is, sir?
Because I'm me. I just know me. You know what I'm saying? I know me. You know what I'm saying?
Please elaborate.
Yeah, I just know me. I just know my character. I know I'm a trip out. She's not going to want to be without me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just like if you see a guy, like say a guy got a woman.
Yeah.
And she's still, this is woman, but she's still worried about material shit and all this other shit and just extra shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That bitch will leave him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't got no problem with. She's not all the way with him because she worried about. I guarantee you, any
Nigga
bitch
with a bigger bag.
I guarantee you, any female that I fuck with and I give my all to her, she would not be thinking about materialistic shit. She would not be thinking about high end shit. I guarantee you, only thing she will be thinking about is the relationship with me. Now, if we decide to do that type of shit, it's just a plus.
I can agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can agree with that.
So if a woman is doing all that shit and she's with a man, she's not all the way in with that man. She would bounce on this nigga if shit go wrong.
Well, it's just like, not to glorify pimps or no shit, but it's just like a pimp don't want your body. A pimp wants your mind. A pimp wants your spirit. A pimp wants your soul. And at the end of the day, I'm not saying men are pimps, but you have to, if you're going to, they understand pimps because they're exploiting, they're predatory, right? Yeah. But the natural order of things is that you understand that I'm supposed to lead you. I'm supposed to lead your mind. I'm supposed to lead you. Now, that's why you got a lot of women, because they act off emotion, that they're emotionally attached to the wrong niggas, right? These niggas lead them down the wrong path and they manipulate them, right? But the problem is, and this is what me and Babe had this conversation many a times, and I said the problem is you got a lot of niggas. First of all, your selector's broken, right? You're not looking at this nigga. Can he keep a job? Is he honest? You feel me? Is he a good family man? Does he treat his mom right? Yeah. Feel me? Is he helpful? Is he hardworking? You're not looking at them things. You know what you're looking at? You're looking at if this nigga cute, if he got muscles, if he got tattoos. Feel me? If he popular. What's his IG numbers? Right. That's what you're looking at. Yeah, that's what you're looking at, yeah. What the fuck you expect? That's what the fuck you gonna get.
That shit's more pronounced in
it's
the
a
black
facade.
community, though. Because I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how many times I've been out and about and I'll be with like a homie or something like that, and they'll see a white girl, right, with a white dude, and they be like, man, how he get that? You know what I'm saying? But like, that's how like primitive our, you know what I'm saying, our dating standards are, for women in particular. That they gonna look for the man who's physical. I mean, obviously you got to be physically attractive for a man. Right. For a man, you know what I'm saying. Most of the time, you got some ass or something like that. You know what I'm saying. That's enough to get most men. You know what I'm saying. Hold on.
No. She got some ass. Oh, okay. I know you talking about.
I was wondering what
if he got some ass. Okay, maybe that's some new shit.
Because it's, you know what I'm saying, for a man, we ain't really asking
can't wear corduroys.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. For like men, it don't really take much. You know what I'm saying. If a bitch is halfway decent, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it don't take much.
Yeah, her eyeball could be hanging out her damn head. He might fuck her. You know what I'm saying?
She thick as hell though.
Thick as hell though.
Yeah. But women, just the way they mate is just completely. It's off in the black community. I don't see that shit.
That's most definitely in our community.
Yeah, I don't see that, and I even be catching myself sometime like, damn man, I'm like, yo, that nigga raw for that. I'd be like, yeah, he got some bread, you know what I'm saying, in my head, but I'm thinking like, it ain't really. He probably don't really got bread. It ain't really about that. You know what I'm saying? But like that's how off. You know what I'm saying? I even catch myself doing that bullshit.
And I'm getting tired of this shit with all these women talking about what can a nigga pay for. That shit like been big lately. Like, can he pay this? Can he pay half this? Or not even half. Can he pay all the bills and all that shit? Man, fuck that. If I ain't building no family with you, I'm not paying all the fucking bills.
Nothing for your shit. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I take care of a family.
Yeah.
But me personally, if we boyfriend, girlfriend shit, hey, we busting this shit up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pay majority of it if it's mine.
It's different.
You know what I'm saying? Because most definitely, whatever I got is mine any motherfucking way, but I'm going to hold it down. But if I bring you in, hey, you're not coming in empty-handed.
That's the only way it's gonna go. I ain't never moving into in a woman's situation. You know what I'm saying? Like unless I did that with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like if I didn't do it with her, ain't no way in hell I would move into no woman apartment, home, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I can't do that shit.
Well, you know, you got to look at it like this, and this is what I say about those situations is that it's too many motherfuckers that's not really like willing to stand on their principles, right?
Yeah.
Like so they end up again. I think I said this before. A lot of motherfuckers allow themselves to get emasculated because they can't provide the way they should be providing, right? No, it's not that they can't. They choose. They don't provide. You know what I mean? Or they won't. They won't get up off their ass. They won't get up off the game. They won't figure out a plan. They won't do anything. They don't strategize. They don't do shit. Now, for me, you also have a lot of extra tough-ass women that want to be strong and independent. Strong and independent ain't some shit that you want to marry.
Right. No,
right?
It ain't.
That's not a motherfucker. Them is not wife credentials. You know what I'm saying? Them have nothing. Them is like on the bottom of the list. When them is survival. That's survival speech, right? Like I don't got nobody. Ain't nobody fucking with me. Ain't nobody fucking with my kids. I got to make it happen. So I got to be strong and independent. Right? But when you got a man, you're supposed to be submissive. You're supposed to be soft. You're supposed to be soft-spoken. Speak life into him. You're supposed to be able to, you feel me, gauge his temperament. You feel me? Cater. You know, it's not a lot of sisters.
And don't be clingy.
You say what?
And don't be clingy.
Hey, man. Hey, I'll try to tell
get at the man some peace and space.
I try to tell motherfuckers, man, hey, you know, the clingy shit, too, it
that shit'll draw a motherfucker away.
Yeah, but you gotta, you know, I've learned that you have to give a little, right? It's an 80-20, right? I hate clean. I'm not even a cuddle type nigga.
Yeah, I do that shit in the beginning. I cuddle with you to get some ass. That that first night, you know what I'm saying?
Cuddle with you to hit them cheeks.
Yeah, hit the cheeks.
After that, get the fuck off me. It's hot.
Or if it's been a while, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's hot, nigga.
Yeah,
but you know that's another man thing. But at the end of the day, when you in a real committed, full blown relationship, you gotta give a little to get a little. You gotta give up some of you so you can fit in some of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think when it comes to these relationships, you got too many motherfuckers that's real self-centered. The problem is that these women don't realize that men are really the catch. Women are not the catch. They've been duped and tricked to believe they're the catch.
Men are the prize.
Right? If women were the catch, first of all, there's always been more women child than it is man child. So the man child's a rarity. So then when you shorten the number to good men, it's even smaller. Kevin Samuels talked about this. Shout out to the GOAT. You know what I mean? It's the number's even smaller.
It's just more men.
You know what I'm saying?
Than men, yeah.
You say what?
There's just more women than men in general.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A man can spread his seed, all that shit, whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, you have to look at it like, what makes you special, right? What makes you special? What makes you, because now as a mature man, when I see women bouncing their ass and all this shit, you look good for the night.
Right.
It'd be a fun night. You know what I mean? Fuck the shit out of you. But then what? What's your conversation like? Feel me? Are you annoying? Are you going to do some weird shit that's going to make it awkward? You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be an awkward moment when I put on my pants and say, well, I guess I'll call you later.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's because it's the thrill of the hunt. So it's not even about none of that shit that everybody be talking about. Like it's we are looking from a visual, sexual, momentary standpoint. When women are looking at shit, they supposed to be looking at your character. Like, what kind of man is he? Is he funny?
Learning,
is he caring
and
with
learning.
kids?
Yeah, like
and learning.
Learning is man.
You know what I mean?
At the end of the day.
And what you're not doing is when you're not doing that, which is the majority of the time, because y'all getting caught up in y'all emotions.
Yeah, and they worried about themselves.
Right. Then you fucking you raw dogging, you getting pregnant, and then you pissed off when that nigga don't want to be with you.
Yeah, instead of learning the man, they worried about what this man can do for them.
That's it. It's never ever. It's what can he do for me?
Yeah.
What can I do for him?
Yeah.
I'm not. And again, this ain't every woman, but this is how most women think. And this
all
is
these motherfuckers that's talking that shit this now.
Yeah, that for sure. Them. Yeah,
the ones ain't talking that shit. It's fine.
Yeah, the other ones is good, but until women start doing shit like that, until they start taking niggas out on dates or moving a nigga and paying all the bills, don't talk about.
Man, you know what's crazy? I had told a female that before. I like, you would be surprised what type of nigga you can get if you tell a nigga that you want to take him out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or, I ain't taking on there. Trust me. If you tell a nigga, hey, I want to take you out to eat, first, blah, 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 I guarantee you this nigga gonna feel a certain kind of way about you. He probably won't even let you pay for it.
No, he won't let you pay
for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I about to say, I wouldn't let you pay for it.
He probably won't even let you, but it's the gesture that you threw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Women go on the defense behind that shit. Mm-hmm. But man, I'm giving you some game now, ladies. Mm-hmm. Tell him that it ain't guaranteed that he may pay for it still, but man, use that as a fucking, if you like this nigga, use that motherfucking line. Tell this nigga you would take him out to eat.
I was only
saying
that
you want to
because
take him out.
was saying how he was saying men are really the catch, and I was saying like they are until women start doing what men do to get, you know what I'm saying?
The think like a man, right? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
That one movie.
And they have
like a man.
Yeah,
hey, that's what it think like a man works at.
Hey,
tell this nigga you gonna take him out.
But when motherfuckers keep talking, I hear a lot of people throwing this king and queen shit around, right? You can't be a queen until you're selected. A king is born. A king is groomed, right? That's your birthright. A queen has no birthright as a queen.
Ain't born,
yeah. There's no birthright. You have to be selected. So the problem is that with me is that there used to be a time with grooming, right? Now there's no time with grooming. All these motherfuckers want to be city girls and have a hot girl summer and some more shit. Ain't no nigga looking for that to be his queen. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Everybody gonna have that young. But now with social media, y'all put everything on the book. Y'all put everything on the motherfucking social media. Everything on Instagram. Because you want to be popping and you want to get fame and you want to get likes or whatever the case may be. All these niggas is watching that. So all the niggas that you thinking king, this, that, and the third, them niggas just want to treat you. Them niggas just want a concubine.
Yeah,
they just want to fuck.
Yeah, they want to fuck.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that shit's over, you can't be mad at it because you put yourself out there like that.
You back online. Talking about niggas ain't shit.
Right. You could be a whole hoe behind.
And another nigga gonna drop that saying, you ain't got to deal with that queen.
Yeah.
You ain't got to go through that queen. You're beautiful.
You're beautiful, queen.
Sending the emoji with the heart eyes and all that shit to you. Man, and you gonna get sucked up right the fucking again.
Right.
And this nigga gonna fuck you and be.
And it's gonna be.
If he hate to be, just putting my niggas all out there. But if he's sending that shit to you, he's sending that shit to 20 other women.
You're just the first to bite because you're emotional.
Yeah, he ain't just sending it to you. Trust me.
Look at you. You emotional. So you gotta, not even pick or choose your battles. You gotta make sure you're presenting yourself in a way where a man, a high value man, right? Any man that's making over $100,000 a year is in the top 1% of black men in the country. Right? So being as such, don't no man making over $100,000 a year want a motherfucker that's twerking their ass and showing their pussy print all on the motherfucking internet every fucking day. Period, point blank. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you that any nigga that got something going on that's in a Maserati or a Benz or something,
he will fuck you though.
He will fuck the shit.
He'll fuck
the dog shit out of you.
Yeah, he will fuck you. So don't be like, well, I know my girl. Yeah, he's fucking her.
Yeah, he gonna fuck you, but he not paying for you and all them little munchlings You done,
Yeah, that shit dead.
you done popped out. He ain't look. That shit ain't none of that shit going on. You feel me? That nigga Ron with us.
Right.
Shout out to my nigga OG Ron.
Hey Ron, next time you come through, man, you can't have no liquor though, bro.
Yeah, nah, man, we gonna limit your consumption.
Yeah, we gonna get our ass a motherfucking margarita or something.
With an umbrella in it.
Yeah, and just one.
That's it. But you know, so like I said, man, we could talk about this shit all day. But again, speaking of young women, so R. Kelly got 30 years. I believe it was very warranted. Everybody talking about who could beat R. Kelly in the verses. I believe it was the state. That beat
the government, huh? And now he got to face the feds. He about to go for round 2.
Yeah, round 2. You understand?
Wait,
he won a rematch.
What they sentenced him to?
They say they gave him 30 years. The state,
yeah, they gave
but
him 30.
He still got a federal case. I mean, he made. I don't know if the feds give him more time than that, then he gonna.
Yeah, they gonna give him
it'll
time.
It'll be topped off. You know, it'll be extra years. Yeah. But if the feds give him probably less than that, I don't know if it override it or whatever.
No, what they do is
less time.
What they do is they and the reason they do that, they just did.
Because I think the feds trump the state though.
Yeah, I think the federal.
The feds trumped the state, but what they did, like in the Ahmaud Arbery case and the Derek Chauvin case, they run them shits concurrent, so that way if you get off on appeal on the state shit, you ain't going nowhere. You staying right here on this fed shit, and you're not gonna beat the feds.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying, okay.
Yeah, they keep you put.
State and the federal.
Yeah, they keep you put. You're not getting out on a technicality or loophole, none of that shit. Okay. You're gonna be right here, goofball.
Yeah, so it's tight on R. Kelly.
So he gonna die in prison.
Yeah, it's
over
for the most part, unless he escape.
And I heard there was.
He said unless he escaped.
That's the only way out from here.
What, that nigga gonna sing his way out?
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, unless he is
trapped in the closet at 79.
We gonna just start hearing stories about R. Kelly in prison, man.
Man, they've been punching on that nigga.
That's gonna happen for the next 5-10 years.
Man, they've been punching on that nigga.
Man, R. Kelly better find him a little boy.
Man, that nigga better find some money to get some protection, because they've been punching on that nigga man. I don't know who he's supposed to be with. I don't know if he's supposed to be with the vice lords or the GDs. Or,
no, they ain't on in that shit. Whatever
whatever it
is.
He
in New York anyway, so all that shit don't even fucking matter.
Yeah, ain't nothing to talk about with that. R. Kelly.
They been punching on that nigga. They had to move him.
They got GDs in New York. Maybe we can plug with the GDs.
Them niggas,
I don't think they got no vice
with the Crips.
Yeah,
Crip niggas don't approve of you touching them little girls. Knock it off.
Yeah, he tight no matter what.
Straight up, yeah, it's tight on R. Kelly, and yeah, they stretch my man too. 30 years at 50 something.
Shit, he got away with it for about 30. They said,
yeah, he lived a fantabulous life prior to.
Yeah, he did his thing, man.
You know what I'm saying?
He did his thing for like 2 decades.
I bet that nigga would do just about anything for a Little Caesars pizza right now.
Man, anything. And that's fucked up just to be snatched away from it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that level, though.
Yeah, at that level. You know what I'm saying?
That's like LeBron going to prison for like.
Yeah. Like when you been having it just having your way out here.
Having your way.
You know what I'm saying? Like options out the ass. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about
pun
R. Kelly,
intended.
man, what's crazy about R. Kelly, I realized R. Kelly ain't had no bad bitches. He wasn't into bad bitches.
Yeah, they was kind of mean.
He was only into bus stop bitches because he can manipulate them. Yeah. You ain't never hear about him with no motherfucking, well, he been at it way before Instagram, but you ain't never hear about him with no model type bitches.
No.
You ain't never hear about him fucking
that is funny that you said that.
Only thing he fucked with was bitches that'll go for some Little Caesars.
Bitches.
Yeah.
I guess Aaliyah, but she was a kid.
Yeah,
bitches,
she was a fucking 15.
Kid, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just over the years,
bitches with low
all the
self-esteem.
bitches he was fucking with was, I guess I think that's what kept him away from a lot of controversy. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't control these bitches that want to be like the bitches we was just talking about. Talking about this nigga, that nigga.
Yeah.
So he always he find bitches, you know,
that
out that's probably at the bus stop, or he'll get some of his guys to go get a little bitch that probably work at the mall.
That's crazy. That
you know what I'm
shit
saying?
Blew my mind for real.
Yeah, he never fucked with bad bitches.
As big as R. Kelly.
Ever. You never heard about no bad. You never heard about him with no bad bitch. I done seen it was some bitch talking about
something for real, man.
What's that?
No, you didn't cut them.
It was some bitch. He saying that she made him suck him off after he got through playing basketball. And if you would have seen this bitch, That shit look crazy as hell. I mean, like, this bitch looked like she was probably just walking from the corner store or something. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, any bad bitches out there will fuck with R. Kelly, you know, yeah, come show up.
Call into the show. Call into the show. We definitely got some questions for you. We would like to know your side of the story.
Yeah.
You know, we definitely want to hear from you.
R. Kelly did not fuck with no bad bitches.
Yeah, no, he was.
I mean, I'm pretty sure these bitches that he was fucking with probably felt they was bad bitches.
Yeah,
but I mean, like,
bad
bitches.
Motherfucker know
they weren't bad bitches to majority of the people that consider
motherfucker wake up.
Should have been fucking with a bad bitch.
Ever.
Motherfucker wake up and know they ugly.
Industry bitches.
Yeah,
you ain't heard about none of that shit. Ain't not no what industry besides Aaliyah.
Superhead ain't even come out about that.
Yeah,
that's how you know that shit is kind of.
What industry?
He fuck with Superhead?
Nah,
I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
a bitch like her. Ain't
no type of model bitch. None of that shit. You never heard them fucking with none of them bitches.
True.
Yeah, ever.
And she speaking of, I guess that ain't even on the list, but
so got excited.
Yeah.
Speaking of Miss Corinne Steffen, she is actually a preacher.
She a preacher now?
All I could think about when she got that mic in front of her.
Right, yeah. Speaking to the mic.
All I could think about is what the fuck I seen her do. Like, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even understand. Like, I don't know. I look at. Don't get me wrong. Church people don't crucify me, but I look at these churches and shit as like the biggest rackets. It's untaxed. You know what I mean? And as long as you can motivate a motherfucker to put some money in that motherfucking pot.
It's a hustle.
It's a hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's another hustle.
Yeah, it's a hustle.
You know what I mean? When I seen Creflo Dollar requesting a brand new jet while his motherfucking his churchgoers was getting on the bus and they was
lights off and shit.
I'm in the wrong business. This nigga need $145 million for a new jet.
Yeah, that's pimping at its finest.
Man, look, man. I'm in the wrong business, man. I need to get me a suit and recite the Bible.
Man, hold up, man. Y'all go on and hit that like button. Hit it. Hit the like, comment, share. We'll wait on it. We're gonna start waiting a second so they can hit it, you know.
Please hit it.
10 seconds.
And if you didn't hit it at this point, we know you're a hater.
Yeah. Quit fucking playing. Hey, but all right, another thing I want to touch on, Larry Hoover thing.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Larry.
Shout out to Larry.
Out to Chief.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't see no problem with what he doing.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
The man trying to come home. The man trying to get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he went back before the board or he's supposed to be going back before the board or whatever for a hearing or whatever, but man, the man's shit like 75. You know
if I spent that much time in motherfucking lockup, I would be like, fuck you niggas too.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck I gotta say to get the fuck about this situation.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I just posted some shit this morning and I said, if you're not a part of that organization, because I'm tired of seeing all these lords and moles and all these weird ass niggas. If you're not a part of that organization or you didn't come up from that, stop commenting on this shit like this your chief. Like, it don't matter what the fuck Chief said or Larry Hoover said. It don't affect you. It don't got nothing to do with you. Why don't you figure out why you can't pay your child support? Why you don't pick your kids up unless it's a photo op? Why you don't? You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about some different shit that got to do with you, my nigga. Like, stop worrying about what another motherfucker doing as far as somebody else organization chief going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't got nothing to do with you.
And why take gang shit? LA, a lot of these motherfuckers, they take the gang shit. That ain't what my man representing. He's not representing. He's not telling motherfuckers go slide.
This shit been growth and development.
Yeah, we know who he
time.
is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody know who Larry Hoover is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If the man decided to denounce, they know who he is all over. They know who he is more than any I ain't even gonna say gang. Any organization chief it is. What other organization chief do motherfuckers know about? I'll wait. You know what I'm saying?
Tookie.
And
Shout out
Tookie's
to
name
Tookie.
wasn't bigger than Larry Hoover's though. You know what I'm saying? So that's how everybody know who he is. Let that man walk off. You know what I'm saying? In reality, you able to retire at 35. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
75
You know what I'm saying? My man doubled down.
Let's not act like
You know
they
what I'm saying? He
not
put in a
gonna
whole
run
nother
down.
35.
Right.
You know?
He could have went in and said that shit 35 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. And the motherfucker got to honor it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what.
Right.
But even a motherfucker like Larry Hoover, even if they let him out, it ain't like they not going to monitor. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anyway.
A nigga like that, they going to keep his eye on him anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like.
But even as such, first of all, a lot of you niggas that's claiming y'all this and y'all that, y'all, as far as the growth and development movement, y'all wouldn't be accepted anyway.
Yeah.
You niggas ain't doing what the fuck you supposed to do. You ain't following law. You niggas is doing a bunch of shit, trying to lead the kids in the wrong direction. That is not what the fuck this shit was restructured for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not even living up to the fucking laws and codes and none of the shit, none of the creed, none of that shit that you got going on. And so at the end of the day, like, what the fuck do it matter what he said? Because what is you doing? Yeah. What have you been doing for the last 30 years? What have you been doing for the last 20 years? What have you been doing for the last 15 years to have any motherfucking say-so on anything? Because you, my boy, got motherfucking back pay child support. You got fucking petty theft where you stole a motherfucker phone or snatched a purse or carjacked a motherfucker or some old extra shit. You ain't got no degrees. You ain't giving nothing back to the community. You're actually really, to be honest, not even a part of that organization that you claim.
Yeah, real members understand the move he making. Yeah. Real members understand. Real members feel it. Real members honor that shit. You know what I'm saying? They honoring the move he making. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Now, if anybody's saying some negative shit or some bullshit about it, I mean, especially if you're going to the internet with it, I think you clout chasing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
that's just
chasing unwanted
shit,
clout.
Period. Like, who the fuck gonna sit? Bro, I wouldn't wish prison on my enemies. Mm-hmm. Like motherfuckers I don't fuck with. I mean, unless you kill somebody,
right? Unless your ass a
fuck
motherfucking
you.
pedophile.
Fuck about you.
Yeah, your ass need to be.
Yeah, or something like that. You know, but like
that shit needs to be
weird
firing
shit.
squad.
That's weird shit. That's motherfuckers who never knew somebody who went to prison or had somebody in prison. Nothing like that, bro. Like if you knew, and I ain't from that life, but I got, you know what I'm saying, friends.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still understood.
But yeah, like, bro, that shit like somebody dying, fam. Like, for real, I know it might not be like that to y'all, but like, yeah, that shit is like losing somebody for real. Like,
and I think, I believe he did enough time. I think he did more than enough time.
More than enough time.
I know killers that's home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know killers that left and came back. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Quite a few of them. So I think my man did enough time. You know what I'm saying? I think he did what he had to do, and the man should come home. You know what I'm saying? Free Larry.
That's crazy.
Free Larry.
Straight up.
Like you said, it's murderers who home.
Yeah.
Committed crime after him. And still got home before him type shit, you know?
That left and came back. I know niggas that sold big dope, went home and came back.
But you know, the thing is and this is what motherfuckers need to get. It always circles back to this shit. But this motherfucking shit niggas need to understand. They terrified of the unity.
That's
what
they
terrified he gonna come home.
Government. It's a government thing.
Yeah, they terrified that he gonna come home and unite the GDs, the BDs, all these wars, all these killings gonna stop. You feel me? Not because whether they respect them or not, whether they respect Chief or not, with the BDs, whoever the fuck. But when you get all them other leaders in the room and motherfuckers basically like, look, because inside it's a whole different unit. Right. So when you bring that unity that they got in there against that white Aryan nation and all them other motherfuckers, and you bring that out here, now you got not only voting power, feel me? You got the power to change the election, because whoever Chief say we should vote for, that's who we gonna vote for. Mm-hmm. Feel me? Whoever they done sat down with and had conversations with and got guarantees from, that's who we gonna vote for. Period. Ain't no questions asked, no nothing. It wouldn't matter if they independent, Democrat, Republican. It wouldn't matter what the fuck they were. And that's the thing, because we can move that's the same thing when Jeff Fort and them was out here. They got scared because all them brothers was about to unite and they was moving like a unit. So they terrified of the unity. As long as they can keep GDs fighting BDs, BDs fighting Vice Lords and Crips and Latin Kings and, you know what I mean, Satan disciples and all that shit. Mm-hmm. As long as they can keep motherfuckers at our ends, they got a chance. But the moment motherfuckers be like, just like with the George Floyd shit. When the George Floyd shit happened, that was the first time I seen everybody, didn't matter what set you was from. As long as you look like me, I wasn't really trying to get on your ass.
Yeah.
Feel me? It was another motherfucker who ass I was trying to get on. Period. Yeah, no, hey, pause. You know what I'm saying? But it was another motherfucker we was trying to get with. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what terrifies them, because they know once we unite and we stay united and we drop all these labels and we under one umbrella, there's nothing they can do with us.
And the crazy thing is, see, I want to say it was probably like about 92 when they started, really pushing that. They started really, I think this is what pretty much started like the indictment, that got Chief Life. You know what I'm saying? I want to say it was like in 92, the city Chicago, they pretty much like put a peace treaty in play. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around the city, they was wearing these buttons, and they had all the organizations on the buttons. Every organization in Chicago was on the button. So everybody was wearing these buttons. So then basically, what Larry started doing, he started pushing this Century 21 vote. You know what I'm saying? So they was putting motherfuckers in office under the, Growth and Development Act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like senators, aldermen, getting involved under the Century 21 vote thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why that indictment started getting put in play. Because it was bringing the city together.
Yeah,
it was bringing all these organizations together. Like GDs, BDs, Vice. All these motherfuckers was coming together. Everybody was rocking these buttons. You know what I'm saying? I want to say it probably started in like 92. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that's when they started putting that indictment together. You know what I'm saying? Started tapping the phones and all of this shit. I mean, I don't know what else he had going on, but it's just like the crack era. You know what I'm saying? In order to fund that war, they had to use crack.
Right.
They had to use the drugs to fund the motherfucking war.
The Contra.
Yeah.
Nicaragua.
Yeah, Nicaraguan thing.
Yep.
They had to use the drugs to fund it. So I'm thinking like, that's what Chief was on. I guess he was like, in order to fund this shit, we still got to do what we got to do. America do it. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? That's how they was getting caught with the wide taps and motherfuckers selling dope and all of this shit. It was to fund that Century 21 vote shit. You know what I'm saying? The whole time they recording that motherfucking thing. That's how you end up getting life.
So even the folks that was getting voted in because of him was
it was because in the city it was like members was actually getting taking political stances.
He had two.
Members was
too
in the
much
city
power.
of Chicago, and motherfuckers, it was unity going on. Niggas was honoring peace treaties. Niggas was in neighborhoods, and mind you, this is like
actually
92.
following through,
and
actually following through.
Yeah, it was working. It was working, and then in '95 when they indicted all the GDs, because the GDs they go under like almost like a corporate structure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got board members. You know what I'm saying? You got people with slots. You know what I'm saying? In different ranks of the GDs, and they ran it like a motherfucking organization, not a gang. You know what I'm saying? So when you start learning like laws and policies and literature and all of that shit is really put together. You know what I'm saying? It's really put together in the sense that you won't think there's no gang banging. Right. It's like real structure that a Fortune 500 company can use for their employees. You know what I'm saying? The shit is really put together. So like I said, a lot of that shit they got a hold of. They see this, they see that. They see how this shit was moving. This motherfucker can build some structure, especially amongst men. Right. You know what I'm saying? Black men. Yeah. This structure
men, hold on. Men they fear.
Yeah, men they fear. You know what I'm saying? It was leaning that way. And next thing you know, indictment time. We putting you motherfuckers under the jail. These niggas got sent away for life. These motherfuckers in Colorado, ADX. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Underground. For putting this motherfucking Century 21 vote shit together.
Yeah. And that they did the crazy thing is it's the same playbook. Because they did the same thing with the Panthers.
Yeah.
Right? So they did the same thing with the Panthers. It's the exact same playbook. As soon as once they seen motherfuckers had too much political power, J. Edgar Hoover named them public enemy number one. Right. How are you public enemy number one? Y'all ain't killed nobody. Y'all ain't blew up no buildings, right? But these KKK motherfuckers, y'all infantry, y'all are part of the KKK. Y'all got KKK members in the federal government. You know what I mean? In politics. Y'all already infiltrated that whole little shit. Right. So once we look like we finna infiltrate this shit and take this shit over, and you afraid of us, that's what sparks all these indictments, because that's the only way you can really get us.
Take them down,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you can really get us. And then once you pull that full weight of the government, now you can do illegal federal wiretaps like they did on Larry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can do all kinds of surveillance that's illegal and you can get away with it. Same thing they did with Rick Ross. You know what I mean? The real Freeway Ricky Ross. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? We would love to have you come sit down on the show, brother.
I mean, that's why niggas. That's why I ain't gonna say niggas. That's why I think black people don't really want to come together and do nothing because they gonna figure out a way to break down the whole infrastructure and shatter it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like anytime if you black and you trying to build some type of organization to make our people right, get our people together, you gonna have to do some wrongdoing no matter what. You gonna have to. That's the only way it's gonna work.
But you gotta be willing to die.
That's what I'm saying.
So it ain't like
you gotta be willing to die.
And willing to die and to come to a point to willing to die, you're gonna have to do some illegal shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I see what you're saying, like, but that's kind of it's
America.
Position. No,
I'm not gonna say you're gonna have to do
for black people to be like, man, they're gonna break it down anyway. So
I'm not gonna
do anything about it.
I'm not gonna say you gotta be willing to die about some illegal shit because, in all honesty, everything the Panthers was doing was all legal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be willing to die behind your principles. But all of us got to stand behind them principles. The problem right now is that we so divided because of Crips, Bloods, Vice Lords, GDs, all this old weird shit. This block, that block, highs, lows, all this shit.
And that's where they get you at, though. Because the stuff that you're doing is not illegal, but it's always somebody within that organization that is doing something illegal. Right, always. Right. That's how they got the Panthers. Yeah. Because you still have motherfuckers that was Panthers. You had these other motherfuckers. Everybody. Yeah. They still moving coke.
Yeah.
Right. They getting guns, but they still moving guns too to the niggas that want guns on some robbery shit. The heads ain't doing it, but you still gonna be responsible for people within your organization that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So if we all putting something together, it's always gonna be some nigga be like,
doing some bullshit.
Right, yeah, I got coke though. You know what I'm saying? I got this. We got a plug on this shit. Do y'all need this shit? Right. The whole time, Feds always watching.
Whole time, Feds might be the supplier.
Yeah.
You know
and then they gonna get that same motherfucker that's doing that shit to break.
Yeah.
To make it seem like we all doing this shit. It's almost like
I need everybody that you selling to.
Yeah.
But you know,
I'm sure that Rico shit probably got created because of shit like that.
Yeah, that shit started with the mob.
And I'm just hoping they, I just love to see. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I just love to see people that are not us get indicted. You know, I look at a lot of shit. Yeah. Fuck the mic. But you know, before we get out of here, man, I definitely want to touch on this Brittany Griner situation to a certain extent. I think it's tragic that she got caught up, but I also think it's per her arrogance.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it tragic?
I mean, it's tragic in the sense that you got caught up at the time that you did, right? Because of the whole timing of the Ukraine shit and all that shit. They already knew that shit was going on as far as Russia. They knew what was going on and what they was gonna do before they did it. They was preparing for that for quite some time. But the problem is that the American arrogance is so. You know, and I don't believe she should be detained like she is. What the fuck I'm gonna do? What the fuck we gonna do? Like, we can raise hell all day, but I seen a motherfucker on fucking Facebook trying to compare her to LeBron. First of all, stop it.
I seen that shit too. What the fuck is the point of that?
Stop it. Look, let me tell you something about Russia. Their women are second or third class citizens in Russia. You know what I mean? So the rights are literally limited beyond belief. Like, the American women have so many more rights. I mean, besides the abortion shit, they have so many more rights than them. You know what I mean? But when you look at everything as, you know, in an entirety, it's a lot of bullshit that goes on overseas. Everybody knows you don't motherfucking fly with illegal alcohol. You don't fly with nothing. You fly with your clothes, whatever dildos you might have, or whatever the fuck you got going on that's legal, right? But you don't fly with nothing illegal. The fact that you got on this motherfucker with weed cartridges, and you didn't know the law, that's on you.
Man, but at the end of the day, I mean, I blame her, me personally. I blame her. What I think is, Like I didn't seen so many people like when they go to Vegas or they go out of town. I know so many people that still pack their weed with them.
But this Vegas.
Yeah,
and
I think
we ain't talking about out the country.
Yeah, and this is in America. So the reason they tell you they do it, and they make it here, or they make it there, or make it back here, the reason for explaining it to me that they did it is because they got away with it. Right. Other than that, a motherfucker ain't gonna. So I think basically, I don't think that was her first time. I think she always carrying that shit. Right. And she one of them motherfuckers to be like, oh man, they don't be checking it. You know how a motherfucker tell you, oh man, they don't be checking for that shit. I always take my shit. I take my shit. So when you get that arrogance about, I do this shit, you get careless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Just so happened,
that was the time.
You taking it. First of all, it's illegal to do it in America. If you're going from here to Vegas or here to California, you're not supposed to be. People do it, and a lot of times they just throw the shit away. You know what I'm saying? If they catch you with it at the airport. But at the end of the day, you know you're not supposed to do it.
Right.
So therefore, if I'm going to Russia, I gotta take this what if serious.
Right.
I gotta know that they not gonna just. First of all, it's illegal. And I remember you was saying before, learn the laws.
Right.
If you involved in something, learn your Russian laws too. If you going over there, they not American laws. It's not a slap on the hand. It's noted that they give a motherfucker dime for that shit. Mm-hmm. It's noted that they take that shit serious. And I think she was just doing that shit, getting away with it.
Arrogant.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And didn't have no guards up. And thought that, probably even when she seen them grab it, in her head, like, they just gonna throw that shit away.
Yeah, that's like, she probably thought that for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Come your tall ass.
Yeah, you the tall one. This yours? And she was thinking that she thought she was still gonna make the game that night. You know what I'm saying?
Man, nigga, she was looking so spooked in them pictures.
And she made my man Nip look bad, man. She got the Crenshaw joint on.
Yeah.
She was walking around with shout out Nip, man. Shout out my man Hustle.
Shout out Hustle, man.
Shout out Hustle.
Shout out to Hustle, man.
Yeah, man. That's my advice, man.
Yeah, I blame her though.
You better know the law.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's known. Like if you go to Mecca right now, everybody in Mecca knows you don't steal. Why don't you steal? They cut hands off.
Exactly.
Everybody knows that. You can leave your fucking wallet on the curb. It'll be there next week unless somebody turned it in. That's it. That's all. Yeah. Why? Because they cut hands off. And they do it publicly.
And in Mecca, when that shit happened, ain't nobody saying they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Period.
They not saying that.
No,
but you got people over here saying that, oh, man, all it was. Yeah, in America, all it is that.
And I guarantee the motherfucker who said, man, he ain't have to do him like that. Got his hand cut off.
Right. He not going to say that.
Both of them niggas going to be standing next to each other, asking each other.
They won't be holding hands no more.
They asking each other to pass each other the salt and pepper. Pass me the pepper. Pass me the salt, nigga.
That motherfucker going to have to learn how to maneuver without hands.
Y'all better stand shoulder to shoulder in sign language.
Yeah, it's a show called Locked Up Abroad, man.
I love that show.
It, man.
That's my
shit.
Go
watch it and you can find
Locked
out exactly
Up Abroad.
what the fuck gonna happen to you.
That's my shit.
You go to Saudi Arabia, you better not bring no alcohol with you.
That's my shit. That nigga, that shit scared me straight, nigga. I seen motherfuckers, hey, niggas trying to bring hashish in and some more shit. Yeah. Hey, they gave your ass 30 years. Yeah. 30 years.
Yeah, they talking about she facing up to a dime. You know what I'm saying?
She might fuck around. Hey, with this war going on, they not
even focused on
it. They really ain't even thinking about it.
They really not. They're trying to get the impression that they give a fuck.
When they figure out, it's to fuck with America.
They probably fuck around and forgot she was there, man. No bullshit.
Yeah, they bring up big ass out and, stampede her through the motherfucking media. And other than that, really, to be honest, like,
that shit gonna take attention away from the war.
Bidden can't get her out.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Russia.
It's niggas that's been over there for 10 years already.
And I guarantee you, if LeBron got his ass, if LeBron took his dumb ass over there with some weed, I guarantee you they wouldn't be able to go get that nigga out.
Yeah, I bet you they wouldn't.
You can march till your feet bleed.
Yeah.
Ain't shit going on.
Would not be able to, because in America ain't about to go to war behind LeBron.
No.
That's the only way you're going to get that motherfucker out.
Right.
If you going over there.
Motherfucker talking about, I bet they would go to war for LeBron. No, the fuck they wouldn't. First of all, he a nigga.
And he ain't worth a bunch of oil.
Right.
If they'd go to war for him if he was worth a bunch of oil. If he was worth a bunch of some resources. Yeah. War is only kicked off because of resources.
Speaking of resources, one last thing before we get up out of here. Motherfucking Uganda just found $31 trillion in unmined gold.
31
Resources.
trillion?
31 trillion. No, 31 million tons.
Yeah.
31 million tons in unmined resources. And so why motherfuckers be talking that, you know, they always want to show the worst parts of motherfucking videos of fucking Africa with motherfuckers flies all over their face and shit. Check it out. It's finna be a new day. It's finna be a new day. And I'm just looking forward to motherfuckers giving Africa the respect they've supposed to have since, I don't know, 300 years ago.
Man, they've been giving Africa respect, though. Ever since
America?
they found all them resources.
America been stealing like a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
They ain't gave them the respect.
They respect the land, not the people.
They don't respect, but they don't give them they don't give them the public respect.
Yeah.
They always steal from them.
That's what I'm saying.
And then but then they degrade them.
Yeah, that's what
And
they
make
do.
them seem like the poorest motherfuckers on earth. But if you really go over there, you feel me? You really go over there, motherfuckers is really living.
I think that shit is for, like, the reason they do that. I think that shit is for black people here. Like, for African American people, I think they portray that image. So when you see African people, you ain't interested in going there. You ain't interested in investing in it. And then on top of that, to keep them, like, separate here. They don't even want African and African American people unified here.
Yeah, they try to separate them here,
so
too.
I think that's, I mean, outside of just being a racist country.
But that's why us as black Americans, at this point, we need to find our tribes. Like I said before, I was arguing and got on some bullshit. we need to find our motherfuckers. We swap. We need to do the ancestry.com. Find where you from, and that's what I'm gonna do with this new, you know, income that's coming in. I'm gonna find where I'm from, who I'm from, and I'm finna go over there and dump money into whatever country, whether it's Africa, whatever the case. Right, so I know I came through the Virgin Islands, but we didn't start in the Virgin Islands. Right. So I'm gonna find where the fuck I'm from on the other side and go and put some shit in that community.
And for the people who don't want to do that, because I know it's gonna be a whole lot of people who thinking like, nah, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? This my home, which it makes sense.
That's cool.
Just treat your brothers like brothers here then. Plain and simple, man.
I mean for the niggas
everywhere in every other community.
For the niggas that don't feel like they need to go and find where they really from, I just don't respect it.
Yeah, I want to look into that ancestry too.
I don't respect it. I don't respect that whole. There's no country called Black America.
Right.
You have no country of origin. You have no native tongue. You don't know who the fuck you are or where the fuck you came from. All you know is you here, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm here. That's it. I don't respect none of that shit. Feel me? So if you got the resources to a couple dollars, they can't tell me he ain't got $100 to do Ancestry.com and you spend that at the bar. You know what I mean? You got on Gucci belts and fake ass Gucci loafs and shit. Come on now. Knock it off. Like, we need to find out where the fuck we came from. I'm telling you, literally, I got Liberian homeboys that was telling me about the Lyra. You know what the Lyra is?
No, I don't think so. I've heard
the Lyra. So the Lyra is the Liberian dollar.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So the amount of, as far as the currency exchange, right? The amount of American currency versus Lyra, like you could put $100, it'd be like damn near 1,000 or some shit like that over there. You could literally build a home from the ground up, have armed guards, butlers, a Rolls Royce outside, feel me, acres of land, and niggas ain't doing it. Niggas would rather live here, get their neck nailed on, feel me, pay taxes, instead of going home.
Well, I know I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I'm from Africa.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm dragging. When I go to Africa, I'm dragging Trav ass because I know this brother from somewhere over there.
I'm going south. I'm gonna go to where we
Trav from Ghana.
Where we got off the boat at. I'm just going to
Hey man, hey Trav gonna be walking in front of me like, what the fuck? You
I'm gonna come visit you.
I'm gonna poke this. Hey, look,
I would love to go there.
I'm gonna hit him with a pinprick, and I'm gonna do the shit my goddamn self. You hear me? Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You hear me? I'm gonna contact your motherfucking ancestors my goddamn self. Whatever I gotta do to get my brothers over to where they need to be, man. Cause we
He's never coming back in that stat.
We spending so much money over here, brother, and the lives we could be living over there is just amazing. Like the shit I'm seeing that they building,
you can live that kind of. You can live that kind of life here too, though. That's the thing.
Huh?
I said black people can live that kind of life here too.
You can go south and live like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's
you can go get a house that's probably $1 million here. You can go down south, Mississippi, and build that same motherfucking empire for about $250,000.
I'm gonna tell you. Hold on.
I'm
gonna tell you what you would get in Liberia, or not Liberia. Liberia's war stricken. In Ghana, for $1 million, you would get Rick Ross' house. Have you seen Rick Ross' house?
Shit, you can get that in Mississippi.
No, you can't.
Shit.
You can't get 235 acres in Mississippi for $1 million.
I was in Atlanta for like $1 million. In Atlanta, that's big as fuck in Atlanta.
Yeah, but you ain't not on 235 acres.
Huh?
He said 235. You can
That's
get
just
that.
land.
You can get something like that.
Huh? You can do whatever you want on your land. This
yeah, but that
shit
shit gonna cost you well in the millions.
Yeah,
this
nigga got
Not in Mississippi.
shit.
Yeah, it'll cost you some millions.
Nah, I doubt it.
Shit.
Hundreds of acres? Yeah,
Shit,
for sure.
Rick Ross, how many acres he bought? He ain't spent that much on that shit.
235
He ain't
acres.
spent millions
Where
Yes,
he get
he
235 acres at?
You can look it up.
in Georgia.
He spent millions.
230. He bought
It's Rick.
235 acres.
He bought Evander Holyfield old house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he got 235 acres on top of that, so he could build on all of that. It's called the Promised
Now
Land.
you're gonna need millions to build on it, but you can get the land. You can get the land.
You ain't gonna get the land for cheap.
Yeah, it says he spent. Wait, what? Oh, it says over 20 million.
20 million. You ain't getting the land for cheap.
That's what I'm saying. You can.
If you had that, you down
Okay,
there
no,
buy.
it says Ross reported.
You buy a whole city out there. Shout out to Akon. Akon done built the whole fucking solar electricity motherfucking town and shit.
Yeah, you gotta see.
He done provided electricity to over 600 million people or some shit.
That shit was free.
Look at this. I can go to Mississippi right now, get 55.56 acres in Mississippi for $177,000.
Oh,
That's
for real?
55 acres.
Oh,
Hold on.
Maybe you're right.
170,000 of marshland that you can't build on.
Man,
Yeah,
this
it's
shit
probably-
right here,
yeah,
man.
it might be some fucking
Yeah,
mud.
a bunch of
Man,
fucking
look at that
mush.
shit. It don't matter. You got 55
It
acres.
do matter. You
look
can't
at
build
this.
nothing on that.
Look, it's power and everything on this motherfucker.
Man, that ain't look.
Look at this shit.
Hey man, I'm going to Africa with my money.
Look
Fuck
at this
America.
Shit. You can go get this shit.
He right. You gonna get way more for your dollar there for
But
sure.
who the fuck gonna get? Who the fuck need 250 acres?
And
We
then,
do.
And then on
We
top of
do.
that,
You know
what I'm saying?
You know what
We
else?
do.
You
You
gotta
get
remember?
55 acres. You can put together and keep on compounding that shit.
Yeah, no.
Why
You
we
gonna
want
have-
55 acres? That's a
and-
fucking
So,
lot.
so,
and then
so
in
I got a
Africa,
question.
You gonna have 235 acres, but there ain't gonna be a
So,
single road
so
to
here's
get
a
to
question.
that bitch.
I mean, but Rick Ross did his thing. Shout out to Rick Ross. Shout out to the boss. But my question is so why not put that money over to where we came from? When you buy the land out there, it's free and clear. Ain't no motherfucking, I'ma tax you every year for this shit. Just owning it. I'ma tax you for the upkeep. Ain't no association fees. Ain't none of that shit.
You
Right?
can get this right here, man.
And you gonna still pay taxes on that.
30,000.
Try to put it up like this. Let me see how much.
Huh?
I was gonna say put it up on the camera.
Hold up. We can go to Mississippi.
He finna show you some marshland.
Hold up. You can
about a swamp for us.
you can get 100 acres.
Show you the alligators.
You can get 100 acres for 30,000. 30,000. And hold up. It even got the large waterfront property. Large waterfront property that sits on natural breaths bayou, minutes from the Jordan River. The property has the potential to be an amazing getaway.
Oh yeah,
We
amazing
might need to
getaway.
do. We might need
Ain't
to
no,
do that.
yeah,
together.
30
no
bands.
building.
This is Mississippi. My cousin just got a house built in Mississippi and didn't spend nothing. Tim,
Yeah,
big ass house. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you can go down south. You can go to Mississippi. If you got the bread,
Right.
and you just trying to get away from people. You know what I'm saying? Only reason the city work for you because it's where shit happens at.
Right.
But if you already got it made and you go out there, you can spend that 100 acres.
Hey man, look.
A lot of niggas ain't Niggas ain't building 100 acres.
Hey man, look.
Niggas ain't building on 100
Look,
acres.
if you look,
I ain't got that.
Nah,
black folks,
you might be
I don't
right.
care where you at. Hey, how about
You gonna
this?
need trillions.
Mrs.
And it costs way more out there in Africa.
And you gonna
to build
need
shit,
more than just one person. It's gonna take more than just one person to build on that shit. Why you think motherfuckers that got billions don't do it?
Yeah,
Mississippi.
They got all the land. That shit's just there.
Yeah.
Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee, wherever the fuck you at in the South. Mind you, these is all slave, slave lands, right? These plantation lands, right? Buy that shit up. Whether it's down south, wherever it is, down south, up north, or back home, where the fuck your ancestry, your DNA come from. Start buying that shit up. Because the problem is we not buying up shit in this whole country for sale. You can't, if you're not from there, that's the one thing I love about Africa. It's a lot of places where if you're not from there, if your DNA ain't from there, and you're not from that tribe, even a percentage-wise, you can't buy land. But America, you can buy land. So buy up all the land you can here. But don't forget about your people back home.
Yeah, what's his name? Dr. Claude Anderson said 87% of the land in the United States is locked into it's owned by white people, and it's locked. Like you can't even buy it. I mean, unless they sell it to you for a price.
But all these white people, only thing they do is claim land and sell it.
Yeah,
the land is anybody's really, but they claim the shit. How the fuck he gonna sell me this for $30,000? Who the fuck said this yours?
Shit, it sound like you need to go and squat.
That was some shit. I'm sure like you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that was probably passed down from generation.
But I'm saying from the get go, who the fuck just said this is mine?
Oh yeah, I mean shit.
Hey, man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Apparently somebody just claimed this shit and said this all me.
Yeah, I mean, just
like you know what I'm saying?
Well, they did that to America.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what America did.
In general,
just claimed land.
They was just taking land and bringing people from Europe.
Stuck a flag in a nigga living room.
Yeah,
that's what white people coming from.
That's what white people did
during. You know what I'm saying? That time where immigrants were coming, they weren't coming here to escape religious persecution or none of that shit. Like that's not why people were coming.
Because it was called land of the free.
That's what I'm saying.
Supposed to be able to come here.
So that time it was a very
the
small minority of white people here trying to control the large amount of slaves they had. You know what I'm saying? And they couldn't do that without having more numbers. So they bringing these white people in from Europe.
That's why it was called a
no
plantation.
religious persecution or none of that bullshit property. They talking about. That shit wasn't real. That's not why they brought them here. You know what I'm saying? We need more white people to watch. You know what I'm saying? These black folks who is, you know what I'm saying? And again, most white people in America didn't own slaves, but you know what I'm saying? They were able to come over because of that, get land handed to them. They could hold on to that shit for. I mean, imagine motherfuckers who got land from off Minnetonka and shit. Like a black dude who it's called The New Jim Crow. If you guys get a chance, go watch it. It's on YouTube. It's a little PBS documentary. A black dude owned majority of that land right here in Brooklyn Park, running into Minneapolis, right off the Mississippi River. You know, on the other side of 252.
Yeah.
And he got chased out of Minnesota by these what do they call them, racial covenants and shit like that. And they chased him out of Minnesota. He owned damn near all that land right across the Mississippi, running from Brooklyn Center, Brooklyn Park.
I never knew that.
Into Minneapolis. Bro, this shit is it's crazy if you go watch this documentary. The shit about Minnesota.
You gotta buy guns.
Fuck buying, just get them. Shit.
You gotta buy guns. I don't understand getting chased nowhere. Like it's gonna be Waco out this bitch. You come fucking with me, it's gonna be Waco out this bitch.
But they take everything though. We all know that. Anything. That's why I say you really can't put nothing in play in America.
I mean, the federal government is one thing. That's a motherfucker. But it also has its own laws and whatever. I'm talking about like this state shit. This whole chasing motherfucker. You know, like I'm not into running. You know, I ran track, but I'm not into running. Like I'm not into running when it comes, especially when it comes to a motherfucker that don't look like me. Right. You know what I mean? Motherfucker don't look like me, and you trying to on some racial shit get us up out of here. I believe no law has been, from my belief and my understanding of history, no law has been changed, no motherfucking shift has been made without bloodshed. So I personally don't believe in all that marching and kumbayaing and sit-ins and all of that, you know, throwing milkshakes on nigga. I don't really care about none of that shit. Feel me? You gotta shed some blood. Motherfucker gonna have to die behind some of this shit. And that's just what it is. Whether it's me, whether it's whoever. You feel me? But what I'm not gonna do is let you just run over us.
Shit, nowadays, man, it's the money, man.
They already running over us. We paying all these damn taxes.
They already doing it.
They already taxing us for living on
but
the
But the thing is, like, if black people, it ain't about just running off to the you know what I'm saying, to the box to go vote, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't got the money that's what you do with politicians, you rent or lease some type shit, you know what I'm saying? You don't just
because you don't own nothing in America.
just vote Democrat just because they Democrat. Like, that's stupid. That's why we're kind of, you know what I'm saying, seeing effects of that shit now. Motherfuckers wanted Trump out so damn bad. They put Biden's stupid ass.
Yeah, of course we want.
Dumb as a box of rocks, ain't it, man?
Hold on.
Hey
man, look, we ain't got a whole lot. This is a whole nother series. But at the end of the day, come on now.
Yeah.
So y'all would have rather y'all think this motherfucker. Y'all think that this motherfucker that was with the white supremacists would have been better than Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man.
So now they thought the same thing.
Thank God I ain't got a camera on me. Yeah.
But they thought the same. Yeah, you need a camera on you. They thought the same thing with Hitler and the Jews. You understand? This is exactly the same. When I watch the parallels, it's a documentary on Netflix. If you watch the parallels between because Hitler, the motherfuckers thought they can control Hitler, just like they thought they could control Trump.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
He ended up steamrolling over them and then ousting motherfuckers, right? Once he got in power. But it was different, right? It wasn't no democracy. Right? So it's the same thing as far as the parallels on these motherfuckers thought they can control him. They ended up losing control. Yeah. He ended up becoming Hitler. He ended up invading places. He ended up just completely taking over. Anybody that wasn't with him was executed. What you think Trump was finna do? This nigga was running around with the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers.
The difference is in America, bro, is like, that's what makes America
What's
different
the difference?
That everybody damn near is harmed in this country.
So what?
So if you take it to that extent, bro, it's gonna be very violent. A lot of people gonna be dying.
But if you, which is what he was trying to do, if you can create martial law, and you now have the military on your side, and you start replacing the generals with racist motherfuckers, and then you scaled like.
I mean, I don't think that's any different than what you already see in police departments.
No. I'm not
talking
about the police. I'm talking about the military. We talk about motherfuckers with tanks. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers with 50 caliber drums and tanks and shit. We talking about the military. We not talking about motherfuckers with,
that's the thing. That's
riot
the federal
shit.
Government versus the people type shit.
No. I'm saying you got a motherfucker that's in the executive branch that's now in control of the military that can now replace the general, replace all of these motherfuckers with cronies. Yeah. Right? And now you got to follow their orders per the law. Right? And if you're not one of them white motherfuckers, you kind of get put to the back of the line.
But a couple
of his... Me personally, I mean, you say that, I really don't think they thinking about niggas that deep. I don't think they go that deep into.
They don't care about
niggas. Niggas is the new Jews.
Them niggas worried. Them motherfuckers enforcing global power. That's what they looking forward to. They not thinking about niggas.
Niggas is the new Jews. The same thing with Hitler.
They got niggas in America under control.
They good.
The same thing with Hitler. I mean, they don't got to do much. I mean, most of the motherfucking precincts is already white supremacists. That's what I'm saying. Right?
I don't know. I mean, but they already different it would be. That's what I'm saying to you.
But they already white supremacists, so they can control the neighborhoods, right? So when you're talking about global power, and wasn't that the same thing Hitler did?
That's what he was trying to do.
I see what you're saying. Like, but like the only reason
the parallels
why I say it's different here is because, like, for the same reason why Russia would never invade the United States, because it ain't like. It's like the same reason why a country like Russia or Iran or somebody like that wouldn't invade the U.S. Not only would they be fighting the U.S. military, right? We got our own army, right? But on top of that, the people in the United States are armed to a T. Crazy. Nowhere, anywhere in the world is it the civilian population armed like
here. Okay, this is a different conversation, but okay.
No, but that's why that was my only reason of saying.
But like, since we gonna say that, okay, we're armed, right? We're armed to a T. We got more guns than we got 20 million more guns than we got citizens, whatever the fuck. Yeah. So if you're talking about as far as the armed population is controlled for the most part right now by the local government, the local branches of law enforcement.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah.
So when you're looking at everything else, right? When you're looking at military, you're looking at tanks, you're looking at Hellcats, you're looking at fucking fighter jets.
Yeah.
once you start scaling down and demoting and promoting people that are more of your ideology, right? Mm-hmm. To the head of the military, to the head of to the ones that fight these fighter jets, these tanks, whatever the case may be, and you put all them Mexicans and all them Hispanics and all them black motherfuckers, all of them to the kind of the back, because that's what happened with World War II, right?
But they wouldn't do that now.
Why wouldn't they?
Because it's 2022.
So what? What about it's a year? That's a number.
Everybody be fighting together at this day.
That's what I'm saying. It would be the people versus the
2022, everybody be running together.
They wouldn't.
Blacks, I guarantee you.
You seen it on January 6th.
What do you mean?
These motherfuckers got, you know how many motherfuckers, you know how many black people with ranks now? As opposed to World War II ranks?
Hold on, you talking about black people with ranks.
Within the military, I'm talking about.
But who put black people in ranks?
The military.
No, he's going to say the president or
white folks.
Yeah,
it don't matter who put them. They
but they can be stripped.
They're not going to strip that shit. If we fighting somebody else, why would they strip that from them?
They're not fighting nobody else.
I'm saying, you said it, if they got all this damn firepower, it's to fight somebody.
Us.
Man, they not bringing all that shit out for niggas, man.
Is the new Jews.
No,
they not bringing all that firepower out to fight no niggas, man.
They're not doing all that to fight 13% of the population.
Yeah, they not doing it. They don't need that to fight us.
Okay, they might as well did it. They already.
So Hitler,
they don't need all of that to fight niggas.
They don't need a fighter.
So Hitler didn't need that to fight us.
No, we can just get niggas to kill each other. We don't got to do all the work. We
doing a damn good job already.
Yeah, we doing the work.
I mean, whatever you say, my boy. Like,
you think they building all this military stuff?
I'm not saying they got to. I'm saying that
blacks, browns, and all of that.
I'm not saying that that's why they doing it.
He was saying what?
I'm not saying.
I think I understand what you was trying to say.
I'm not saying that that's why they doing it. Yeah. I'm saying that they got the police to do what the fuck they been doing.
Right.
They're going to replace them with more KKK motherfuckers. And the moment you niggas call yourselves having arms and having an uprising, that's when they bring in the military.
Okay, so
when they bring it. Hold on.
They're not bringing the military. They bring.
I guarantee you it is.
Man, they gonna bring the motherfucking
kill a police officer and see what happens.
Say in Minneapolis.
Start killing police and see what happens.
No, but look, here's an example.
That shit'll get nipped in the bud within a week if a nigga start killing.
By who?
Yeah. Man, that shit'll be over with.
That shit be
over with. Start killing
by
the
local police
by
department.
who?
The local police department.
But everybody got guns though. You just said it yourself.
You mean all black people start doing it then?
Yeah.
All black people would never do that.
This is the example I was going to use.
Never. All black people never start taking out the police. Okay. That's important. I stand on that.
Enough to do that.
I stand on that.
I'm not saying they're united enough to do it.
I ain't got 100 niggas talking about going to do it.
I'm not saying. But
I think because niggas know.
I ain't got 100 niggas talking about getting together.
Scared.
I ain't got 100 niggas getting together saying we about to kill police.
Because niggas are scared.
It could be that.
Let alone. I
can tell you 2 niggas that's gonna talk about killing 100 niggas though.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's niggas are scared. Niggas scared of that white boy though.
Some niggas sitting plotting.
Niggas scared of that white boy though.
There's some niggas sitting right now to go plot and kill a nigga right now.
Niggas scared of that white boy though.
That's what I'm saying. You proven our point by saying.
I'm not proving your point.
No,
I'm saying.
Go ahead.
I'm saying in the sense of at the end of the day, right? We could talk all this shit all we want to. For me, from what I've seen, from the parallels, this is why I asked my girl. I watch this shit every day on all news channels, CNN, Fox News, who's fucking racist as hell. I seen all these different news channels. They all reporting. They report in different ways, but they reporting the same shit, and it was amazing. That's why I watched. I had to dim the lights every day because I watched this shit, and I'm like, yo, this nigga's a tyrant. He's trying to overturn the government. Create martial law. This is literally, they got this shit on the whole January 6th shit. Even the people that was fucking with him is testifying like, yeah, that was the plan. To overturn the government, subvert the election, send the shit to the Supreme Court. They got Clarence Thomas, this motherfucking coon, right, that's married to this white woman. They got the one that helped overturn the motherfucking election or whatever, or overturn the abortion shit. They got him, his wife communicating with these motherfuckers. And the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, right? These motherfuckers, it's like some purge shit that they was really on. Some conspiracy theory purge shit, but they was actually trying to do the shit. The only difference was dude ass was too dumb to pull it off.
So you think Biden can stop all that?
I'm not. It ain't happened because
somebody else got elected.
The fact that I wouldn't give a fuck. It was always the bus driver.
What's that?
Anybody else needed to be elected.
Trump, the only president I see still get talked about years after this motherfucker, like he's still fucking president.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like,
because he was so corrupt. Same thing with Nixon. Think about how long Nixon got talked about after Watergate. I mean, but the difference is this is crazier than Nixon because Nixon didn't try to overthrow the government.
I think Trump I think he woke up more black people than anything. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You say what?
I think he woke up more black people than anything.
He woke up more black
keeping
people.
it real.
I think it's more in the current government as far as like senators, governors, mayors, and stuff like that. That's an issue, and they've been an issue. You know what I'm saying? Than Trump was for black people. That's my personal opinion.
Hey, you know what the devil's greatest trick was?
I think Trump just got a problem with motherfuckers broke and lazy.
I'm pretty sure we know.
I think he just don't like poor people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think that nigga just like he disgusted by poor people.
Me personally, that's what I believe.
You know what the devil's greatest trick was?
No.
You don't?
Manipulation?
Tricking the world into thinking he didn't exist. And that's exactly what Trump did. Everybody is busy focused on all this other bullshit, but at the end of the day, dude ass literally was trying to, never been done before in history, trying to overturn the government, overturn democracy, and basically implement, if, you know why he was celebrating when he seen violence? And I'm going to just keep it a buck and keep it short. But
go ahead, I'm sorry, my bad. I wanted to ask you a hypo. Go ahead.
The reason he was trying to, he wanted Mike Pence or Nancy Pelosi. If one of them would have got captured and they would have killed them, instantly he could have initiated martial law. Once he initiates martial law, the vote can't be counted. Now this has to go to Supreme Court. That's going to take months. By the time it gets to the Supreme Court, with a conservative majority, they can easily be like, yeah, no, he has to stay president, da-da-da, wearing martial law, blah, blah, blah. Now what do? You have no power. You have tanks in your streets. You have a curfew.
Well, from what I understand, his plan was if the House didn't, or if the states didn't certify the election votes or whatever, the electoral votes or whatever.
If martial law is initiated, how can you certify any law?
You can't.
I guess you can.
So now it has to go to Supreme Court. If it goes to the Supreme Court, it's a conservative majority. It's a Trump-appointed judges.
So what if Obama would have did that his second term?
Obama's not. First of all, the Democrats ain't strong enough. The Democrats want to play nice. That's their problem. I'm voting independent from now on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because y'all niggas want to play nice. This nigga came in like a bull in a china shop and did whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Y'all don't want to do the same shit. Y'all got Joe Manchin obstructing everything that y'all want to do. Cool, no problem. I'll never vote for y'all again. Y'all will never win again. But my thing is that when you got a motherfucker that's associated with two white supremacist groups, white nationalists, and he's saying this, motherfuckers get killed in Charlottesville, and he's saying this fucking good people on both sides. Proud Boys stand back and stand by.
But the KKK have a history of being huge Democrat supporters and contributors.
When?
Early 60s into the 70s.
Nigga, this is what does that have to do with now?
And that's the point I was making.
I'm not talking about the 60s or 70s.
I know that, but you saying as Trump, and he's saying, oh, he's got these KKK supporters and something like that. I'm saying the Democratic Party was damn near built off it.
Yes, they switched ideologies.
So you think that you think all the racists and Democrats is just
I didn't
gone?
say that they gone. I said they switched ideologies as far as the parties go.
I don't think they switched ideology. I think the ideology is the same.
How?
They masking it as being
That's
progressive.
How?
I think
How
just
so?
a lot of them probably
Because
done
they're
died
masking
off.
it as being progressive.
How so?
Because they're supposed to be the party of progressives. What the fuck have they done for?
What do you know?
People?
What does progressive mean?
To be more forward looking. To being how can we
What is forward looking? I mean, everything you're talking about is relative. It's relative to who you're talking about. It is not a fucking fact. It's not something you can look in the book. It's all about perception. So whatever the fuck it is, someone could be progressive, but they could also be racist. Someone could be progressive and they could also be liberal. Someone could be progressive and they could also be fucking conservative. So it doesn't fucking matter what label you put on it. It
Right.
depends on the individual. So all them labels you're talking about is literally fucking irrelevant. What matters is
I didn't put the labels on it.
but you said progressive.
That's
a label.
what they identify
Whatever.
themselves.
No,
with.
no.
I'm not saying that.
That's what you said. Hey, what the progressive this, the progressive that. I didn't say progressive at all.
I said the Democrats. This is their
Democrats.
slogan.
That's a label.
Yeah, but they say the party of progressives. That's what they call themselves. I'm not saying they are.
I'm not saying that they're. You're not.
If somebody calls themselves a gang member, or a GD or some shit, it ain't something like I'm saying they're a GD. If they're describing themselves as that, I'm just looking at it at face value. You told me that's what
you're looking
are.
at it at face value from what you understand.
No, from what I see in the observable
You don't know
world.
law. You don't know what a GD is. All you know is from what the fuck somebody told you. So at the end of the day, it's the same thing with Democrats. It's the same thing with progressives. It's the same thing with conservatives. All you the fuck know is what somebody told you. They can tell you, I could tell you I'm a fucking conservative nigga, and the whole time I could be a racist that like fucking kids. It don't fucking matter. None of that shit matter.
Politics is a bunch of labels anyway.
Yeah, none of that shit matter. That's what I said. None of that shit matters. So stop using the labels, Democrats, all that shit. It don't fucking matter.
Racist is a label.
What I'm saying, no, it's actually a definition.
It's a label though.
It's something you can be labeled, but it's a definition.
It's still a label. I can say some shit that I may not be racist, but a motherfucker label me racist.
As a racist, yeah.
But
because
I said this.
No, not necessarily.
Yes, they will.
Yeah, your ideology, your mindset.
They saying
the
that about
label
Trump.
you a racist.
Right there.
But as far as definitions go, you being a racist and you being non-tolerant to other races.
Nah, nobody's describing it like that, bro.
So if Trump helped down like that. So if Trump helped out one black person, do that mean he's not racist no more?
All I know is that it doesn't.
But
all right, so that's what I'm saying. You can still be labeled racist.
Trump is a transactionalist.
That's what I think. I'm like,
whatever he can get a transaction out of it, don't matter what fucking color you is. But as long as
Trump
he can get
hustler.
something, yeah,
that's what I think
as long as he can get something out of it. The problem is Hitler was the same way. Difference is he couldn't get nothing out of the Jews, so he barbecued their ass in that gas chamber. It was the exact same fucking thing. When he can't get nothing out your black ass no more, your vote, no what's the name, none of that shit matter. Your ass going in the gas chamber.
That's all politics, man.
No, it's not all politics. It's certain tyrants.
At the end of the day, man, I don't think they worried about black people in America.
I'll just put it like that. Yeah, that's how I agree.
I don't think they worried about it. Black people think they
biggest threat to them.
No, black people think they worried about them.
We the biggest threat to them. Always have been. Who else was labeled number one in the motherfucking country as a terrorist organization? Besides Muslims.
Who?
Black folks. Nobody else was ever on the motherfucking FBI list as number one.
And every time the black people did something, when they wanted to end that shit, when they enforced, let's stop this shit.
You know what they did?
They did it.
How many times did it stop?
Killed all them niggas.
How many times did it stop?
100%.
They went through and killed all them niggas.
Exactly. It was never a big fight. They locked niggas up.
They ain't looking
for a big fight. A lot of motherfuckers ain't died behind it.
That shit.
A lot of niggas got locked up behind it, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go lock you up. But if I gotta come through and
that
kill you,
when you get locked up, that means you surrender.
They just shot this nigga surrendered.
To get locked up, you gotta surrender, right?
They just shot Walker 60 times.
Only way you don't surrender if you die for that shit.
Yeah.
They just shot Jalen Walker running 60 times.
Yeah, that he wasn't no black. He wasn't moving it for black people though. He wasn't trying to push the envelope.
Everybody that has, what happened to him?
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I said. That's my point. Is saying they not worried about black people. Because when you try to do that shit, yeah, you're going to have your fight. You're going to have your resistance. You're going to do this. But when they be like, hold up. Enough of that shit. This shit's over with. We gonna lock these niggas up or they gonna die. And a lot of niggas gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't gonna die. Niggas gonna go to jail.
But you know what? They gonna kill your leader and guess what? You ain't gonna do shit about it.
My point exactly. That's what I'm saying. They not worried about niggas.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying as far as history goes, but you may have a new tread of niggas.
And they gonna dead that shit.
They gonna try.
I mean, Self might be right. This generation, they don't really give a fuck. These kids probably gonna die.
They don't give a fuck. But as soon as you jump out there, they gonna dead that shit.
But what happened with George Floyd? They ain't dead shit.
Who? They did. They let that shit go on. They was letting niggas running wild. Yeah. And when they said it's time to stop, it stopped.
When?
When the National Guard got out there for 24 hours.
When the National Guard came out.
Man, all that shit that was going on.
What had happened by then, though?
It was out of control at first.
What had happened by then, though?
I mean, shit was already destroyed, yeah.
What had happened by then? The whole city was destroyed.
Yeah. Inflation happened. They used to
no, it wasn't no fucking inflation.
Shit, that's what we paying for.
No, this nigga on a different page.
That's what we paying for.
He on some other shit.
We hit it on the back end. Go and fuck shit up.
Yeah, that's cool.
We just gonna raise in all 50 states. We raising shit.
Well, get your money up, nigga.
I think
get your money up.
I think black people, your answer, man, you gotta play the game the way the white people play it, man.
No, you don't.
The answer ain't to get
No, you don't.
Why not? You gotta beat them at their own game.
Yeah. I agree with that. You gotta beat them at their own game for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
But you ain't gotta play it the way they play it.
Why you think they were shooting rubber bullets at motherfuckers?
Cause niggas wasn't shooting real bullets at them.
That's my point. Niggas ain't gonna do shit. That's my point exactly.
No.
They was shooting rubber bullets because they was horse playing with niggas, man. That's why they was shooting. Who shoot rubber bullets if you ain't fucking playing with motherfuckers?
Target practice.
You know what I'm saying? They out here horse playing with niggas with fucking rubber bullets. That's like going to play paintball. Them motherfuckers sitting in their cars laughing and shit while they shooting that motherfucker.
You know what? I was trying to get the KFC, but fuck KFC. Let them motherfuckers come through with them motherfucking choppers. No disrespect. I want a sponsorship.
If they would have got the more niggas down.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
Niggas wouldn't shoot back if they would have got the more niggas down. I guarantee you that. And niggas shoot another nigga though.
Even then, you saying 13% of the population, you just gotta hope and be wishful that 13% of the population gonna be ready to die. That ain't gonna happen. And that ain't gonna happen. Yeah.
They not. That's why I say anytime niggas get together do shit, yeah, you gonna get a little resistance. You gonna get the resistance they allow.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
You know what I'm saying? So it can be a news story. Yeah. So it's something to put on TV.
Yeah, we'll let you guys. All right, cool. Y'all had enough fun.
America like little shit to put in the history books. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. But
that's you know what it sound like to me.
Only niggas.
You know what it sound like to me. It sound like to me. Y'all think niggas is cowards.
They are, fam. I ain't gonna lie. You just said that.
No, I didn't.
You said that when he's like, with the white man, you gonna come out. You scared of the white man. You
scared
of the white man.
I didn't say it's because they cowards. In my opinion, it's because they've been trained.
That stuff up there.
Nah, I'm gonna say you a coward. You know why? Because if you quick to go kill your own brother,
I'm gonna get it.
If you quick to kill somebody who look like you over some bullshit, like wearing the wrong color, or nigga looked at you wrong, or he from another block.
In your boy face.
Versus a white dude who blatantly disrespects you. You know what I'm saying? Then yeah, you a coward.
But if a white motherfucker disrespect a nigga probably gonna slap the shit out of him.
Hold on.
If a nigga do the same disrespect to a nigga, shit, that news gonna beat him home.
Yeah. But hold on. And this is the problem that I have, is that, first of all, ain't you from Africa?
I am.
You African. So you're not even from American culture.
I mean, I grew up here my whole life.
You're not even, hold on, pause. There's no disrespect.
I don't take it disrespectful. I grew up in American culture my whole life, so that
No, I get that, but you grew up in a different way. You grew up with a mother and a father, right?
Yep.
You didn't grow up like 70% of black Americans.
Yeah, no, yeah, okay. You're right, for sure.
So when we talking about that, the reason I don't say they cowards is because, first of all, most 70%, if not more, of black Americans have been trained. You pray to a white Jesus. You give white folks the benefit of the doubt. You see a white, you forgive. You see a white dude walking around your neighborhood, you don't think he up to nothing suspicious. You see a brother look like you because you've been taught hate. You've been taught to hate yourself when you wake up.
On it,
everything
that's something about it.
There's no retraining, right? We completely divided.
Yeah.
And this is the problem, is that we're completely divided. Our mentality is been bred, like we've adopted white ideology in our own community. Right. Everybody hate niggas. So when you see a motherfucker walking around and you got shit going on, you think this a nigga. Whole time he may be another homeowner down the street. Right? So you just automatically assume this just a nigga. What is you doing in my neighborhood, nigga? Feel me? What is you doing over here? Mm-hmm. Right? I walk out, I speak to everybody the same. Black, white, Asian, purple with polka dots. Wouldn't fucking matter. Feel me? But not everybody, that's a talent. Not everybody has that talent. A lot of motherfuckers come from a certain upbringing from when they was knee high. Right. You understand? Whatever the fuck was going on in their household. I don't consider motherfuckers cowards because they've been trained and groomed, as you have, if you've been here that long, to not trust anything look like you.
I don't think like that.
What?
You saying like I have, or you just saying?
I said possibly like. Well, I meant possibly.
I definitely don't think like that.
But you from Africa, right?
Yeah.
So you have a different household teaching. The majority of black folks in this country don't have that household teaching of black is beautiful, black is the prettiest thing on earth, black is the closest thing to being a god. They don't have that constant reinforcement, right? So us as people, we constantly look at one another as, oh, fuck a nigga. Even in our music, kill a nigga, kill a nigga, kill a nigga. You kill 1,000 niggas. Kill Whitey on one track once every fucking 10 seconds.
Make that song.
You'll never hear it on the radio.
He ain't even gonna drop that song. They ain't even gonna. They wouldn't even. I don't even think they allow that shit on YouTube.
They wouldn't even put no money behind.
But
it.
a YouTuber let 1 million streams go through. That's talking about killing niggas. Let a nigga drop a song talking about killing white people. I guarantee you that motherfucker gets snapped.
I guarantee you, if a white dude like a Bob Dylan or something came out with a song dissing another white country singer or some shit like that, bro, that shit would get no airplay.
Shit get no play. His label would call him. His fucking agent would be on fire. Yeah. It's a whole lot of shit. None of that shit would never see the light of day.
Yeah. But they got all these motherfucking streams of black folks getting lynched and all that shit online. I guarantee you that shit with white folks getting lynched wouldn't get put online.
Yeah. But that's the problem, and that's why I'm saying is it's not cowardice, it's training, it's mentality. And then we're not retraining our neighborhood, we're not retraining our community. What we're doing is we listening to the bullshit. We promoting drill music. Some of the shit Charleston White say I don't agree with, but the shit where he's talking about gang shit and killing niggas, I completely agree with.
Right.
You feel me? You got to stand for something. You got to be on one side of the fence or the other, which is why even my music, feel me? I completely stopped talking about killing niggas.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm getting tired of motherfuckers trying to play both sides of the fence. You can't have it both ways, my nigga. Feel me? Either you're going to be for us or you're going to be against us. There is no way around it. And when you constantly putting out, and especially if you got a platform, you constantly put, imagine if motherfucking LeBron James said, I can't wait to kill a nigga when I get off this court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That nigga fouled me. I'm about to smoke this nigga.
I'm about to smoke this nigga. Like a real nigga. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, that's like I was looking at like Charleston White when he was talking about putting together like a snitch, a group of snitches. He's like, yeah, I want to get these niggas and to be some good old snitches. Everybody get together, and when they see something that's going on,
see something, say something.
Yeah. But I'm thinking like, all right, that's cool, but if you put together a clique of motherfuckers that's snitching, you putting together a gang.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers gonna be at them and they got to defend themselves.
You gonna have to defend
yourself. And to the point, they gonna have to be like, we got to stand on this snitch shit.
Yeah, but they got the law enforcement backing.
But you still create. But they black though, so you creating a gang.
Yeah, but
if a bunch of black people get together and be like, all right, this is our organization, we just snitching and this, that, and the other. You black first of all. Yeah. Niggas ain't honoring black people doing that. Mm-hmm. So they coming at you now. They like if white people, they not gonna do it. Mm-hmm. If white people get together and put a snitch organization together. Yeah. But if black people get together and say, for instance, y'all 200-300 strong, y'all got a gang now, basically.
Mm-hmm. It's called Neighborhood Watch.
That's what. Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah. That's literally what it is for white people. Neighborhood Watch.
And eventually, the snitches gonna have to start.
I ain't seen nobody shoot up
when somebody in your snitch organization do some shit.
Yeah.
Out of pocket. Do you got to snitch on him too?
I ain't seen.
You gotta stand by it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So.
Oh, this nigga selling drugs. He can't be part of the organization no more.
That's why I said that. Like, that's why I said that. I don't say it to say like I don't understand that my situation, being from Africa is I
think it's beautiful you from Africa, bro.
No, yeah, but I didn't mean just to clear it up. I didn't mean it in any way to say like, see, I'm from Africa. Look, I don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? So like I get like chattel slavery and all that stuff has an effect. You know what I'm saying? But all I was saying was, like, as a human being, this don't got nothing to do with me being from Africa. I don't want to kill nobody in general. But I definitely don't want to kill nobody who look like me.
Yeah, but I mean...
Especially he on the next block over.
And I'm from it, and I don't want to.
I'm from it, and I do.
I don't want to kill nobody.
I do.
I don't want to do nothing.
I personally do. I feel like all races...
Don't get it wrong.
All racists and white supremacists...
I'll kill you if I have to. I just don't.
I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm not saying... Hold on. I gotta say this before I get indicted. So, I'm not saying that I want to go out tonight and do anything illegal. I'm saying that I feel personally that the reason this country is so fucked up is because white supremacists and racists have been allowed to stay after the Civil War and fester. They should have been executed or exiled immediately. Period, point blank. Any fucking where else you go, you lose the fucking war, you either get the fuck out or you get executed. Them is your only two options. Go to Afghanistan and not be part of the Taliban, and guess what the fuck finna happen to you?
Right.
America won, the Union won the motherfucking Civil War. And they let all these motherfucking racists just stay in whatever. That ideology spread, and it spread like a fucking cancer, and it's still here today.
That's because all that shit wasn't nothing but a push of an envelope. That's all it was. All the motherfuckers that allowed the victory is the same motherfuckers that were racist.
What you said they won the victory?
I'm saying.
What you mean? The Union was racist?
Yeah, the Union was definitely racist.
Come on, man. Knock it off.
Are you serious?
Trust me.
Knock it off, man.
Yeah.
Stop.
What was racist about the Union?
The Union was actually racist, bro.
What was racist? I asked you a question. What was racist about the Union?
They didn't free the slaves because they thought it was the right thing to do. Do you believe that? I'm
not saying that that's why they freed them.
But I'm saying that. Do you believe that was a sentiment?
So why you
that?
think
I just said that I don't think that's why they freed them.
So
I know that's why they're not.
If that's not why they didn't do it, that mean they are racist too.
That's why they went to war initially. So
it wasn't because of being.
It was a. What do you mean? It was a financial issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it was about money.
Everything is about money.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
you're saying it as if the North
they're
can't
still
be
racist.
That's why you was like the North is racist. Come on, man.
I didn't say the North wasn't racist. I didn't say
why didn't you believe us
I didn't
when
say
we
that
just
there
told you?
wasn't racist in the North. But as far as the issue goes, okay, yeah, it was a financial situation. They could have got around the financial situation a whole different ways than going to war. They could have taxed them.
They had to crush the South.
They didn't.
Because they had to.
They could have taxed them.
No, they couldn't have.
Yes, they could have.
The South wasn't going for none of that. That's my point.
They never tried to tax them.
Self, you got to go look this up, bro. I don't think you
I gotta go
understand
look
that.
what up?
I don't think you understand in that part.
I think I'm a much more history buff than you are. I can guarantee you.
You could think what you want.
No, I'm telling you for factual. First of all, Abraham Lincoln, he was never racist, but he actually had to come around to actually even giving a fuck about the idea.
Because there are racists. He's just one man. With him being president and not being racist, you still got
he wasn't
5,000 motherfuckers that are racist.
No,
that
exactly.
overrides your racism.
So he had to convince racists to get on board with his fucking plan. Period. So it's a lot of
racists is getting on board with a plan that's going to be beneficial to black
that don't
people.
Stop you from being
anybody
racist.
that's going to get on plan with a beneficial when it come to money, mom nigga. That's what it come to. You have to make it. You have to make it about money. You can't make it about race. Otherwise, these fucking hillbillies ain't getting on board. Period. Hey, this is beneficial to you. This is gonna help you in your community financially. This is gonna put money in your pocket. Guess what? Now I'm interested. Other than that, I don't care about niggas.
Yeah, but you still.
That's what happened.
But you still not gonna get the same rights as the white folks.
If that was the case, I don't think there would be an entire.
What do you mean if that was the case? That was the case.
No. I'm saying I don't think there would be an entire civil war about some shit if it wasn't.
What do you mean there wasn't wouldn't it be a civil war about what?
The point was the North or the Union, whatever the North, whatever you want to call it.
The Union.
The South had a monopoly on the industries then. This was.
They had a monopoly on slavery. And they were making
it wasn't just
they were
slavery.
making an exponential amount of money and
not
overriding the North.
Yeah, but it wasn't
so
just
now,
off the slavery.
You say what?
It wasn't just about the slavery.
It was about the finances.
But I'm saying if it was just about it was about the finances. That's
coming from it. Yeah.
The Union had slaves too.
The Union never had slaves. What slaves did the Union have?
You telling me there was no slave owners in the North? That's what you're telling me?
I'm not saying there wasn't slave owners.
That fought with the Union. They would have had to fight with the Union.
I'm not saying that there's not slave owners in the Union, but I'm saying that at the end of the day, slavery wasn't legal past a certain point.
So what are you talking about? They basically just found another way out. It's still modern day slavery.
What, they were having slavery in New York?
The only reason this argument came about is because when we said that the Union was racist, and you said, "Come on, you guys."
I mean, once you got the New York,
because you said the Union as a whole was racist. They weren't racist.
You should know better than that, self. As a whole, I never said as a whole. Come on,
my nigga. First of all, so what?
My point was they were both racist.
What are we talking about?
All I said was the Union was racist.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Cool. Yeah, we talking about racism, not slavery. Really,
racist. So you saying the Union was racist? Cool. That's your opinion. No problem. What's the point?
What do you mean? What was the point? You made it the argument. All I said was the Union was racist. I didn't make it
the argument.
Yeah, because you. All right, self.
How did I make it the argument?
I ain't gonna talk about it no more. You said, "Come on, man." When I said the Union was racist, you were like, "Come on, man." And
because
jumped in and said,
you're talking about a whole group of people like you knew these niggas. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You just rambling.
You think I know every damn person in the Union? What the fuck?
That's just your opinion.
There's no such thing as
nigga. First of all, you from Africa. So that's your opinion on the Union. Cool.
What's your point? You think I can't open a book because I'm African?
What source?
You think I can't open a book because I'm African?
What source?
What do you mean, what source? Nigga, I don't have citations in front of me.
Then why are you talking about it?
Where are yours at?
What do you mean?
Why are you talking about it then?
Because
you ain't got your sources in front of you.
Yes, exactly. Bro, every documentary
if you gonna make an argument, it gotta apply to you too. Don't say something ridiculous like the Union.
I'm not here to. You just want to overtalk, my nigga. You don't want to actually have a conversation.
No, you just not understanding because you talk about
you always
the Union.
You talk out your neck every time with no fucking backup.
I talk out my neck every time. You talk about the same shit every time and don't prove
exactly. We sitting here talking about slavery.
All I said was the Union was racist as well. You talking about you don't know all of the Union. Motherfucker, you weren't even born yet.
Exactly. So I didn't say that they was or wasn't. You're the one said they was racist.
They were. What the hell are you talking about?
How do you know that?
Slaves.
You
there
said
was
what?
folks who fought on behalf of the union who were slave owners. This nigga act like I know everybody personally.
Who, nigga? Name one name. You're just fucking talking.
No, you're losing
Shut
the argument.
Shut the fuck up. You're just talking, nigga.
You losing the argument.
You're just talking.
Your argument breaking down.
Name one name.
I don't need to name one name.
You don't have one.
Because I know there was.
You don't have one.
With the union.
You don't have one, nigga. You don't have one. You're full of shit. You don't have one.
I'm full of shit?
Yeah, you're full of shit.
So you telling me there was no racist people in fighting?
I'm not saying there wasn't racist people.
So then stop.
I'm saying I don't know one person in the union that owned slaves, period.
If you just gonna admit to me that there was union
You just said they owned slaves. Who, nigga?
Fam, I can go.
Who, nigga?
Look, nigga.
Who?
You tell me.
Who? Go look it up.
I don't need
to
look
talking
it up
to me, nigga. Who?
Fam, let's end this shit because this nigga's just ridiculous.
Exactly. You just fucking rambling like you always do.
You saying the same bullshit and
who, nigga? I asked you a question about your shit. The shit you said. Oh, they own slaves. Who, nigga?
Hell, man. You silly as hell. So
yeah, no, nigga, you silly. And watch who the fuck you talking to.
No, you silly.
Now watch who the fuck you talking to.
No, I'm gonna talk.
I'm not one of them niggas, man.
I don't care.
And I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm not one of them niggas, bro.
I don't care.
Chill out.
That shit, bro.
At the end of the day,
none of that.
I'm asking you who are you talking about?
I don't have a name of a slave owner from the union.
Okay, then you're fucking lying. That's it.
I'm lying because I don't have the name of it?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's
go on your phone, go on your little computer and find out who.
Okay, I'll pull it up right
now. There you go.
Just cause you sound crazy as hell.
There you go. Good job.
This nigga said there was no slave owners in the
I didn't say there was none. I said I don't know one.
Okay, cool.
You talking that shit.
That's on you.
Who was? Who was, nigga? I don't stop talking to me and Google, nigga.
Nigga, I don't need to Google shit.
Stop Google. Yes, you do. You the one. You proving your point.
Fuck you mean? I don't have to prove my point.
Yes, you do.
Fam, my point.
If you ain't got to prove your point, then shut the fuck up. If you ain't got nothing to prove your point, shut the fuck up.
No, I'm gonna say what I want.
Yeah, it don't matter what you gonna say what you want, but you lying. You just on this motherfucking podcast lying.
Period. Nigga, go ahead. My point is
exactly.
There was slave owners
nigga, keep
on
googling.
Behalf of the union.
Find a union member that was fucking owning slaves, my nigga. That's all I'm asking you to do.
All right. Just because you want one, I'm gonna give you one then.
Please, thank you. Appreciate you. I'll wait.
Let me see.
I'll wait.
All right, enough of that.
Let me make it easier for this nigga.
Let me just. All right, go ahead. You can go ahead and prove your point while I'm.
How many union members own slaves?
According to the Washington Post,
a lot of them. 40 out of 106. Easy to fucking find. I never said they wasn't racist.
That was all I said.
And I asked you to find the fucking information, and you acting like a motherfucker like you couldn't do it. Nigga, it's that fucking easy.
All I said was there was slave union.
And I said find them. That's it. I'm trying to have you back your fucking information up. That's it.
But I'm not wrong in what I said.
I didn't say you was.
Yes, you did. You said I was lying.
If you don't have the information to me, you're lying.
No. Why are you smiling about it? You just called me a liar because you
I'm going to call you a liar. Anytime you don't have the information, I'm going to call you a liar.
I would come back full circle. I'm actually right about it the whole time, but the nigga arguing with me about it.
And I found your answer for you.
But
Good
why
job.
we even have to argue about it then?
Huh?
Why we even have to argue about it?
You say what?
Why we even have to argue about it?
Because at the end of the day, nigga, you're sitting here talking about, I don't got to find shit. I don't got to get on the Google or nothing. Nigga, it's a podcast. Find your fucking information. Have your source. If not, Google it. Prove me wrong, nigga.
Why can't you just
That's it.
What's the time stamp on that shit?
We had 2:23. I don't get. No. I have to ask that because this literally how we argue all the time. Why you?
No, we argue all the time, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, if you got a fucking point, you should have something to back it up.
I know
that's what I'm saying.
But you was asking me for a name of a union soldier.
Nigga, because you didn't know any. You're just going off of fucking theory.
Why would I give a fuck about the union slave owners' names? I don't care.
Because you're bringing it up, saying they own slaves.
So
You're
I'm
talking,
wrong 'cause
so
I
if you're
can't
running
name
your
it?
mouth, have something to back it up.
All right,
or
but-
shut the
but
fuck
listen,
up.
You just pulled up the facts and backed me up. on my own
Exactly,
sake.
my nigga, because
So what
you
the
could have
fuck
did
you
that.
arguing about? That's my point.
Because you could have did that. That's the point
man,
of a
leave
fucking
it alone, man.
podcast.
All right, man, Self, you wrong. You just couldn't admit.
I'm
you
not
wrong
mad
about
that I'm wrong.
Kick
not
it in
saying you
Converse.
mad.
Kick it in Converse.
No, I
man.
never
Shout out to
Yeah.
Kick It and Converse.
No, I'm just saying.
Shout out to niggas that don't want to research their own shit.
My point of it ain't no point.
Shout out to niggas that just want to talk for no reason
You
and
the
don't
one
want to
who argued.
research their own shit.
You the one who talked and said there wasn't.
I didn't say that they own slaves. If I did, I would have looked it up.
Yo, this nigga is crazy.
Yeah,
man.
I'm a motherfucking nut.
Yo, Self is fucking
What you say,
nuts,
Mr.
bro.
Prove Me
Yeah,
Wrong?
Mr. Prove Me Wrong. Do your fucking job, nigga.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
my job is to stay behind the camera, but when you
But
say,
if your job was to stay behind the camera, you wouldn't have a fucking mic.
Mr. Know-It-All, a.k.a. Prove Me Wrong, huh?
You hear me?
Hey, they don't call you that for nothing,
I said before the podcast. What the fuck is? He's like, what were you arguing about? Because I love to argue, nigga. Period.
Nah, ain't
if
no
you
point
got
to
something to
argue about
say
some
and you
shit
gotta
that's
prove,
wrong, though.
cool, you right, good job, my nigga. I'll find it for you since it's so hard for you to do it.
nigga, I just looked it up for 30 seconds and then you just talked it and
The nigga didn't look up nothing. He was
Nigga,
over
I
there.
got it right
He
here.
was over there
Fact.
texting his girl.
Fam, I got it pulled up right here. What the fuck you
Yeah, that's
talking
cool, but you couldn't recite none of that.
about? Bro, you just wrong on the point and can't say you wrong.
I don't have a problem. I just said I was wrong.
You never said you was wrong.
I
You
just
never
said,
that.
it was 40. I showed you the shit.
That's
I
cool.
Said,
Why don't you just say you wrong?
I just said that.
Say
I said
it right
I was,
now. Say it. Just say I'm
Nigga,
wrong.
fuck you.
Just say I'm wrong.
How about that?
Fuck you too, nigga.
How about
Fuck.
that, nigga?
Oh, fuck you too, nigga.
Fuck you, nigga.
Fuck you too,
Alhamdulillah. How about that, nigga? Anyway,
that's my point.
back
If
to
you-
regular
if you
conversation.
don't know the facts,
Yeah.
don't say somebody wrong. Plain and simple.
No, if you don't know the facts, don't even talk.
No. I know what I said was a fact. You
Yeah.
asked me another question. I couldn't.
How many buttons you punching back there?
I don't know. I got.
Are you zooming in, zooming out?
No, I got it on you though.
You do? Good. That's what's up. I'm good. I hope I look good in the motherfucking camera. You understand me?
Nah, you look
At the end of the
crazy.
day, I don't got a problem with debating a situation.
No, I didn't know
This is in any situation, right? And I'm not saying that. So we got way off track. My thing was it's not about the union being racist or none of that shit. It's about right now, right? And the motherfucker that's racist right now, that can make a difference right now, that can change laws in your life right now, and you ain't gonna do shit. The difference in a lot of niggas and me, I'm gonna die behind what the fuck I believe in. You're not gonna take me back to motherfucking slavery. You're not gonna take my motherfucking. Let them fuck with civil rights and see how quick we be outside.
I don't think niggas gonna be outside like you think.
I don't know about the niggas you know. Where you
I'm
live
just
at?
talking
Woodbury?
about just general.
Apple Valley? Where you live at?
No, I live in Brooklyn Park.
You live in Brooklyn Park. Okay, cool. I don't know about the niggas you know.
Yeah.
But as far as me personally, let them play. They could play with women's rights. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? I think that's bogus with the abortion shit. I don't even think they're going to play with gay rights.
Yeah, I ain't going into slavery. They got to kill me.
But that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no. Oh,
He said
that's
he don't think niggas going to be outside.
no. He's saying
what
if
he
they gonna
mumbled
play
back
with civil
there.
rights. Like I don't know what rights you're talking about in particular. Like if
You
you're
don't
saying-
know? You don't know what civil rights are?
No. I know what you're saying, but if you're talking about particular laws, like
I'm talking about any civil rights. I'm talking about civil rights for black folks. The one that, the 1965 Civil Rights Act.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yep.
Okay, so if you know what the 1965 Civil Rights Act was, if they play with civil rights, they know. That's why they ain't fucked with it, because they know we're going to tear this motherfucker up. You think George Floyd was a problem? Motherfuckers all of them psychopaths and the motherfucking sociopaths you see running around motherfucking Chicago killing one another, they're going to start kidnapping white folks. They're going to have white folks in their basement like pets. Trust and believe it's going to get beyond crazy.
Yeah, for black people.
So what you said what?
It's gonna get bad for black people.
What you said it's going to get black for black people. How so?
It'll be bad for black people.
How
just
so?
because they're outnumbered, just by the sheer
Outnumbered by who?
By the sheer numbers of it.
By who?
Law enforcement. Well,
Law
not outnumbered
enforcement.
by the numbers of law enforcement. I'm saying,
That's
but like-
actually false.
No, not by the number of law enforcement officers, but the tactics they got to
The
shut
law
down
enforcement
black
and the
communities.
military.
Hold on.
You know how every black community they got like an interstate or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, cutting through them or whatever
Nope.
it is, right? Yeah, most black communities are like.
You said they got an
anyway.
interstate cutting through 'em?
There's some kind of it's sectored off in a way
Right,
to where
to close
they can,
in.
where they can almost quarantine black folks
they
into
can
their
close
neighborhood.
in.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why it's structured.
Because
like-
niggas
that's
ain't
why
got
it
no
is.
cars.
That's why.
No. Hell no. I'm not saying no.
That's what you're saying, right?
No.
Niggas ain't got no cars. Niggas can't go to Rosedale Mall. No.
I mean, if you saying if they attack civil rights, this is a federal issue.
yeah.
So it would be federal, like military.
No.
Enforcing this, right?
First of all, hold on.
they're barricade niggas in.
That's all I'm saying.
Basically.
That's my point.
Were they, Did they barricade these women in? They took their abortion rights. Did they barricade them in? I mean, you niggas sound real hypothetical.
That's all women, though.
I mean, but I'm just saying, you sound real.
That ain't black white.
No,
though.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Black white.
We talking about niggas right now.
It's more women than black folks.
We talking about niggas though.
Okay, so once they fuck with the civil rights, you think they're gonna barricade every black city in and keep all the niggas in? None of the niggas in the suburbs.
No, they not gonna do that unless niggas show some sort of resistance.
I mean, if niggas, yeah, that's
once niggas show resistance, then what?
That's when they gonna do that.
That's when that shit gonna get ugly.
What would be your idea of resistance?
Not going.
Or
if all niggas is on the same page and not going is resistance.
Like if it was like George Floyd reaction to that kind of shit, yeah, I think
George Floyd reaction.
Yeah,
man, they let all
what happened with George Floyd?
No,
because I could distinctly remember, wasn't no quarantining, my nigga. It was a bunch of niggas having to protect their own neighborhood because the police pulled back.
Man, them niggas out there looting, man.
No, I'm not talking about Self. I ain't talking about the niggas who was doing the right thing. Yeah, I'm not talking about them.
It's not niggas raping and pillaging.
But a lot of niggas that was doing the right thing, they was really protecting niggas against niggas for the most part.
Okay,
because niggas is the ones that was going. I mean, white people were doing shit, but niggas was protecting niggas from going in other niggas' cribs, and niggas was trying to take advantage of that shit.
That's true. Where did you see the quarantine at though?
What quarantine?
What you mean?
You said niggas is gonna get quarantined. Where did you see the quarantine? Because they created a whole lot of damage.
I ain't say quarantine. I said barricade.
No.
I'm talking about him.
I didn't use the word quarantine.
You said
Travel saying it as if like they gonna blockade.
That was your ideology.
It's not my ideology,
they're
bro.
Barricading closing.
Yeah, this is historically. It's not nothing. This
historically,
this is what federal government.
The George Floyd shit happened. They ain't do a goddamn thing but sit back and fly drones
because they was told to. They was told to stand down and shoot rubber bullets.
Do you think if that
niggas start shooting real guns at white folks, they not gonna shoot rubber bullets no more?
Or even look at it like this, then. So if that George Floyd thing, right? Because there was a lot of, I don't know if y'all was out every day, but when I went out, I seen a whole lot of white people, like folks who wasn't black.
A lot of white people.
Who was, you know what I'm saying, a part of that movement. Now I'm saying if it was something where civil
in
rights
Minnesota, there's more white people than black folks involved in the movement.
I know,
Go ahead.
I know, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point,
I'm just making it clear for the viewers. You ain't the only person important.
No, I mean, that should be obvious in Minnesota, I guess.
No, I'm just making it clear for the viewers that ain't in this motherfucking state.
All right. Anyway, my point is, if it was just black people who was, you know what I'm saying, and I don't even know if it was black people burning these buildings and doing all that shit. So
I think it's white folks.
That's what I'm saying. I think more than likely it was them. But if it was all black folks, now think about that George Floyd thing, but everybody was black. You think there would be casualties in that?
You said what?
You think there would be actual?
If everybody was black,
if the entire,
in what situation?
The whole George Floyd, say it was all black people.
No, I'm
just giving it a hypothetical. If it was black people,
we don't need to talk about
black people doing what though.
What was that?
Black people doing what though?
I'm saying if black people was the ones out there protesting, it ain't gonna be an issue, right? Now imagine black people going out and causing, I don't know, what was.
If they're inflicting violence, then it's gonna be a whole different. Wasn't no black people doing nothing. That's violent.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They wasn't doing nothing violent.
I'm not saying they were.
And all that. They wasn't doing that. They wasn't doing like the Watts ride. They ain't go snatch no white motherfucker out of a motherfucking truck and go over his head with a brick. They ain't do none of that.
The Watts riot, LAPD,
and that was mild, bro.
And that was mild, but I'm saying,
mild, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. When that shit happened, that's when that shit ended, though.
I'm gonna tell you,
when they snatched that white dude out that truck, it was going to that Watts ride ended right there. But that shit was over with.
During that Watts ride, that's what they did. That's a tactic they used, where they blocked off the 101 and the other. I don't know if the 101 was the freeway down.
Whatever it was.
Keep talking about Watts.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that shit happened during George Floyd.
Ain't none of that shit because there wasn't no violence being done.
It was.
What?
Hold on. First of all,
I guess I didn't know the level of violence.
I ain't hear about no violence being done.
Well, my partners, ask Sippy Zone that was here. Shout out to Sippy Zone.
Yeah.
KKK was riding through this.
No, I'm talking about black folks wasn't inflicting no violence.
That was what I was saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Wasn't no black folks doing nothing.
They killed 3 of them niggas.
I'm saying wasn't no black folks doing nothing.
They killed 3 white motherfuckers.
I ain't hear about no niggas killing.
Motherfuckers thought it was sweet and was sliding through this motherfucker.
Oh, I ain't hear about that.
Exactly my point.
Well, who covered that up?
I'm surprised that wasn't.
Nobody covered it up. It just at the end of the day, it wasn't news.
How?
Where was the news cameras?
I don't know. I'm surprised.
I was seeing everything on the news that was going on during that time.
Hey, look, man, look.
All over. I ain't hear about three white motherfuckers getting mowed down.
Check it out.
I think that would make news.
I heard about white folks riding around.
Motherfuckers
like KKK motherfuckers.
Yeah, and motherfuckers was shooting on blocks, and motherfuckers was pulling up on blocks, calling themselves shooting. Motherfuckers sliding from Wisconsin and all that shit. Motherfuckers went home in the bag. And yeah.
All I was saying is like if it was only black people who was out burning buildings down, doing all that bullshit, I'm saying it would be
black folks don't even start fires.
No, I know that. But I'm just saying if that was the case and it wasn't like weird white folks from Wisconsin, whatever the fuck you were saying about like where they came from and shit, but all I'm saying is I think we would have seen more casualties. Like on the
at the end of the day, everybody's theory is their theory. Yeah. That's cool. You're entitled to that. My only point is that when it comes down to you being bred from a different country with a different upbringing, you may be in the house scared. You may be in the house not ready to fight. Everybody that's actually black American that has the history of slavery and whatever the fuck, they can't wait to get back for Tamir Rice. They can't wait to get back for all Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, motherfucking Mike Brown. They can't wait to start going crazy. And white folks know that. All that sectioning and shit don't matter when everybody got sticks. Everybody got ammo. Niggas got cases of ammo. Like, we don't gotta go motherfucking. You can buy all that. George Floyd, motherfucking guns flew. That's why all this crime is up. Them guns flew off the fucking shelf. That's why these shits got switches and shit on them right now. Damn near everything you fuck with is fully automatic. They using them on each other right now. But the last thing they want is for a motherfucker to turn them towards them. Because just like with the George Floyd shit, Crips, Bloods, Vice Lords, GDs, Lightning Kings, everybody was united. That was the only time that I seen motherfuckers united. The difference is if a motherfucker's not from here, they don't understand the mentality and the sociopaths that we live with every day, that we was raised with every day.
Yeah.
You only understand your perception of things, not what it really is. These niggas ain't scared. These niggas just been trained.
Taking white folks to war. Only way I see that if white folks come aggressive to the point where they mowing niggas down.
They've been doing that.
No, I'm talking about like
ain't taking them to war then.
What you mean? Because they've been isolated.
I want to see where it's getting done.
I guess
when the George Floyd shit happened, they was ready. What happened? They showed. What they do? What they do?
White folks wasn't coming at niggas aggressive.
Yes, they was.
Who?
They had killed Alton Sterling. They killed Michael Brown.
I said black folks aggressively. Like, we just mowing
These is
down
black
niggas.
folks.
You talking about people?
They done mowed them down.
We gonna hear about that. We gonna hear about 30 more motherfuckers before the year up though.
Wait, no,
you know what I'm saying?
Self, you talking about police killing black people, or are you talking about just white civilians killing black people?
White civilians don't have the heart to constantly kill black folks.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, white civilians, you'll have one lone wolf dude here and there, one crazy motherfucker.
White motherfuckers, them motherfuckers want some shit to crack. Them white civilians.
Then why don't you see them every day then?
They out there training.
Man, them motherfuckers out there.
They be in the country.
I be looking at shit on YouTube where these motherfuckers know these motherfucking guns. You can learn these. I had niggas show me shit about these white folks that know these guns and ammo to a fucking T.
Yeah,
that's great.
You know what I'm saying? I had niggas put me up on this shit, and they learning from these white folks how to do this shit.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So them white folks they want some shit to crack. These white civilians.
Then why don't they just go kidnap a black baby and do something to him?
Yeah, man, niggas ain't about to act.
I can guarantee you. Why don't they go
niggas
do another?
Protest.
Why don't they go do another Emmett Till?
Niggas gonna protest.
No. Why don't they go do another Emmett Till?
Niggas gonna protest.
Yeah, I mean.
Why don't? I'm just saying. I'm saying it sound good. Whatever you saying, it sound good.
They ain't doing it for the same reason niggas ain't gonna do it.
Why not? We not the ones that's on offense.
Yeah, I think
you the ones that say you want a problem, right? If I want a problem, I'm gonna come do that to you. Nah. I'm not gonna worry about the repercussions. I'm gonna do that to you, like the white boy, right? That went into the motherfucking the grocery store, right?
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe they don't.
So why niggas ain't react to that? He killed all type of black motherfuckers.
Self was saying he said, "Why don't you do it like the Emmett Till way?" I'm saying maybe like in this day and
Well, he
age,
did that.
No, I'm saying in this day and age, they don't just
White folks doing crazy shit all the time.
Yeah, it ain't as common.
Dude was knocking old women down
But they'll do shit like that.
Like they was fucking like he was playing a video game.
And
black folks ain't wage war. Black folks ain't hold white folks accountable for him, and he was a white motherfucker.
Yeah. Rest in power to everyone that passed or got injured or terrorized.
Yeah, this ain't no disrespect to the
in that situation.
Yeah. No. So you gotta be a little, not going that way.
But let me explain. That whole situation is that okay? So my ideology, my theory on that is that they couldn't get away quick enough. They couldn't move. Them old people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They couldn't move quick.
But that's
enough.
a reason to send it up, though.
That's a reason to send it up. But you know who that responsibility is on? New York. Now, if New York send it up.
Oh, when I speak on niggas, I speak for all niggas. I don't give a fuck where you from.
No, it don't matter.
I think he's saying it like, say, the George Floyd thing, right? If Minneapolis,
when it happened to George Floyd, we didn't wait on fucking Kansas.
That's because that was the police.
Yeah.
It don't matter who it was.
That's exactly why, because it was the police.
It don't matter who it was. We didn't wait on fucking Kansas. We sent it up. It's our responsibility. Yeah. If fucking Breonna Taylor got killed, it's our responsibility. They were supposed to send it up.
And everybody would have been on the right page.
Exactly.
Like, okay, since y'all reacted, we gonna react.
The world reacted because Minnesota reacted.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? True. That's the problem, is that motherfuckers is waiting on another motherfucker. Right. You feel me? Some motherfuckers got to be willing to be like, you know what?
Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit. Feel me? A lot of niggas ain't got shit anyway.
That's what.
So what the fuck is you waiting for? Yeah. I can't speak for them niggas. All I can speak for is the brothers that I know.
When they took them to the station, they supposed to went up to that station and was like, "No, fuck that."
Just like
at least put on the show. They ain't even go, niggas ain't even go to the station.
Just hold on. But just like the young brother, they killed his brother. He died in police custody. That nigga went in the motherfucking police station and got the gun and shit.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah, that shit was like what? Not too long ago. Yeah, I heard about that.
I respect that. He died, but I respect that.
Wait,
I'm willing, because I can guarantee you one thing, and mark my words. You do something to one of my sons or my lady, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going. Period. So please understand, you touch my lady in that way, in that aggressive manner or whatever the case may be, you touch my kids in that harmful way or whatever the case may be, whether it's the police or anybody else, right. I'm gonna get my affairs in order, and I don't got to do it right away because that's emotional. But I'm definitely gonna get with you. Right. If I gotta plan it for the next 3 years, I'm gonna get with you. You got a limited time. You die when I say you die, and that's it. That's all. I don't understand how the family of Mike Brown didn't move the same way. All that kumbaya, Martin Luther King, peace shit. I'm not with none of that. I'm way more Malcolm. I'm way more motherfucking Black Panther and goddamn Fred Hampton.
Do you know if when them families settle, you know what I'm saying, with the cities and shit, you think it's like some kind of clause in there where they can't promote people to go out and protest and do all this shit like that?
Don't matter. Any family member, yeah, y'all got y'all money, that's cool. I'm still gonna go kill this nigga.
No, I'm saying though, like, cause that seems to be like this theme anytime that happens, like when a family settles or something like that, or even like George Floyd family settle, stuff like that. They don't really, I mean, obviously they don't need to be like, go out there and protest everybody, but you know what I'm saying? They don't even talk about that. They kind of get
I'm pretty sure they stay away from media, and they may have some type of NDA clause and all that.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
But that's for the people that...
But at the end of the day, people, they still going to do what they want to do.
They're going to do what they want to do.
At the end of the day, no change is made without bloodshed. So while motherfuckers keep taking these blood dollars and motherfuckers keep selling out to this shit, that's cool. This shit going to keep happening. But I can guarantee you, if every time a young man gets shot 60 times, or like, what's the young man's name that was in Chicago that got shot 16 times?
I forgot his name. I know you're talking about the white
bullet skipping off his fucking body. You know what I mean? Skipping off the concrete behind him.
You see the smoke coming off of him when the bullet hit.
I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you. If these motherfucking families start taking action, all these killers they got in their family, all these gang members they got in their family, I'm not saying attack all police. Whoever the fuck pulled the trigger, he got to go for lunch. Whatever the case may be. Not advocating police killing. But whoever does wrong, I just feel like court should be held in the streets. Why are we constantly waiting on a fucking white justice system that was not built for us, that's not going to serve us, to serve justice? Get this nigga out the way. Kill this nigga. You'll kill another motherfucker look just like you. What's the hesitation?
Yeah, slide for their guy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Why you pausing?
Yeah.
That shit, that's pussy shit to me, my nigga.
And that's what I mean by when we say niggas cowards. In that sense.
Yeah, that's how I mean.
That's what I mean.
I'm not
I ain't saying black folks cowards just in that sense.
But that's what I mean as far as black folks as a whole.
Yeah.
I don't want to put black folks as a whole. The onus is on the family. Because if you touch one of mine, you touch my motherfucking family, I'm going to murder you. Right. Feel me? I'm going to do that to you. Feel me? And I don't give a fuck if your grandma in the car, your mom in the car. I don't care. You got to go. Period. They know you did that shit. They should not be riding with you. Even if your daughter in the car, I don't care. Because it's just like if you killed my mama. You kill if you kill one of our mama, do you think you're gonna be caring who the fuck in the car with this nigga? When you hit it with a 100-round drum?
Yeah. He ain't care when he killed your mom.
Exactly. I don't give a fuck, my nigga.
Yeah.
And that's white, black, purple with polka dots. I'm tired of niggas talking out of place of fear, bro. Yeah. I don't fear death. That's the problem. That's why you can never beat the Taliban. They don't fear death. They don't care about dying, my nigga. They think they're going to have 50 virgins. I don't think I'm going to have 50 virgins. I may have one. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about dying behind what the fuck I believe in. And that's the problem. How many niggas really ready to die for what they believe in?
That's the point me and Trav. That's what me and Trav was saying. We just don't think niggas is really going to stand behind that shit.
Yeah, but that's, of course, you do.
There is some, of course.
You got them. But they down south. They not up here. Right, Minnesota's 70% white. Mm-hmm. So you got a lot of scared niggas up here. You got a lot of niggas that's really not willing to trade their lifestyle for a prison cell. I'm one of them niggas that's really
Yeah.
If I got to trade my life for my prison cell, for my principles, I'm all right with that.
I feel like that you from a generation.
I can still get visits.
A lot of motherfuckers in that generation kind of
I kill this motherfucker, this whoever it is, right, that did that wrong, right?
Man, if I ever get to that point where I got to move like that, I ain't going to jail.
I'm gonna do that shit.
You got
to kill me. I'm not going to jail.
I'm going to jail.
I'm not going to jail.
I'm going to jail.
I'm going out. I'm going all out. When you come get me, I'm sending it up again. Yeah. I'm not going to jail.
I'm going to jail. I'm gonna turn myself in.
Nah, fuck. I ain't going to jail.
I'm gonna do that to dude ass because I'm not like one of these crazy white boys that just gonna shoot everybody, right?
Right.
Dude got a family. His mama got, you know what I mean? Yeah. All these police officers got a family. I don't really got no beef with them. The dude that I got a beef with, I killed already. Feel me? He got about 100 holes in him. So I'm going to lay my gun down. I'm going to call my lawyer. I'm going to have my lawyer walk me in. You feel me? I'm going to go sit down. Why? So my mama can keep visiting me. So my daughter, my son can keep visiting me. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of killing me. Now if you kill me, now we got a lawsuit. So you don't want to do that. I don't mind if you put me in fucked up conditions, but what you're not going to do, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. Nah, I killed dude ass. And then every time you see me, I'm going to tell you, yeah, I killed dude ass. You mad?
Yeah.
What you going to do? You going to beat me up? You going to let some other motherfucker come in the cell and stab me? Cool, no problem. Feel me? But at the end of the day, I'm never going to tuck my tail, and I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of having being like, yeah, I killed that nigga. Negative.
Right.
So I feel like we got too many situations with the black community where everybody thinking different. Everybody think about themselves and not about the community.
Well, you're going to get that anyway.
And that's the problem.
In any community.
But no, he's right.
Asian.
It's more prevalent.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
I would say.
No, you're not. You're not going to get that in the Asian community.
Yes,
no, that's what I'm saying. I said it's more prevalent in black
Asians
community
ain't thinking on the same wave.
And if they not, then if they not, they're not part of that community.
Ain't no human thinking on the same way.
I'm not saying it, but at the end of the day, they're gonna buy.
They may stick together amongst their people.
That's what I'm saying.
Not thinking alike.
Yeah. I'm not saying they thinking alike, but they gonna abide by whatever the fuck the leaders say.
Cause self might be right, cause you gonna have Asian people who are like that, and they not really accepted by their community like that. The ones who are like that, who engage in the violence against each other type shit, they're not really accepted by the Asian community. They're kind of tolerated, I guess, but.
But in America.
But again, you don't see that
in America,
as much anywhere else.
Motherfuckers gonna follow law.
Yeah, for sure.
In America, I don't give a fuck what race you are.
Yeah.
70%.
For the most part, that's what people.
If you don't follow law, eventually it ain't gonna last too long. Yeah. You're gonna get locked up.
The thing is though.
Them the ones that we know ain't following.
Yeah, exactly.
We
know the ones who ain't following.
Here they go right here.
we just talked about locked up abroad. This prison system over here, sweet compared
Sweet as
to
hell.
That's what I'm
Sweet.
saying, bro.
Yeah, the motherfuckers on
this. You know what I mean? So when motherfucker like yo,
Like
you gonna go to
Section 8,
you gonna go to prison, nigga? Who cares? I get 3 square meals.
I get the
I hot in the cot. I get to work out. You feel me? Oh, I'm on a federal indictment. Oh, I definitely get to work out.
Hopefully I can knock one of these jail bitches.
You hear me? I get some motherfucking chili in a can and some more shit. Come on, man. I get a TV. Come on, man.
Bro, after watching that
The only
show,
thing
man,
I don't get is bitches.
Just about everybody I seen go to jail came home smiling. Right.
Yeah.
I ain't really seen a motherfucker come home
mad.
Crying and shit. Crying and shit.
I ain't never seen that
Have you
shit.
seen a motherfucker come home?
That nigga ain't been depressed or nothing.
That nigga might be the healthiest
Yeah,
He
dude
was
mentally.
getting ill when I seen
yeah,
him.
you hear me?
His shape looking good.
That nigga ain't clearly that nigga ain't had his butt touched, nothing. Fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, let a motherfucker get locked up and
Go to Honduras.
Yeah,
Go to
and
Honduras.
see that motherfucker when he come home.
That
Yeah.
nigga gonna be miserable.
I guarantee you he gonna be
on his way back.
Outlook on life.
Yeah, he on his way back.
Hey, that motherfucker gonna have a prayer book, all
Yeah.
type of shit.
If he ain't a priest, that nigga gonna be a killer.
He ain't a priest.
Facts.
Straight up.
You know, and that's what we gotta understand, man. And that's because we had this conversation before. I'm glad we had the conversation. I mean, it went off the rails a little bit, but I'm glad we had this conversation because we had it in the shop before, and motherfuckers like, I'm not gonna say their name, but the shop owner at that time speaking out of fear. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you niggas sound like cowards, bro. You know what I mean? These kids, what the fuck? Like, how you expect to raise a legion of soldiers if you ain't willing to go down the front line in front of them for what you believe in? How you expect this young nigga to go die for what he believe in or what you said he should believe in? Fuck you, old nigga. You feel me? You don't believe in that shit either. You ain't even die for that shit. You got up there, nigga, and tucked your tail, nigga.
Yeah.
You hear me? And that's the problem, is that the motherfucker that's supposed to be in the front leading and taking these bullets and taking these motherfucking situations is tucking their tail, and these young boys seeing that and they lose respect and they walk the other way. Rightfully so. I would too.
I mean, I just hate to see us doing all this shit to each other, man. I mean, I look at the shit when it happened, like news, when I hear about somebody getting killed, and I look at Chicago and they be like, 30 motherfuckers killed over the, man, that shit hurt me. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I swear it do. You know what I'm saying?
Think about, bro. That's
really,
like generations.
Yeah, that shit really hurt me when I hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? I fear me having to do something to somebody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just as well as I fear that shit happening to us amongst each other. Yeah. Man, I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I swear I do, because I know a lot of it. I know 99% of the shit is senseless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for what? What was it for? Mm-hmm. Like, I think they need to do like I don't know if it just stopped everything from happening. I think they need to do like a show. Maybe we can put something together called Consequences. Like when a motherfucker do something, yeah, like just add, like when a motherfucker catch a murder case, you follow them through they motherfucker. Just have like a series of that shit.
Whole process type
and televise that shit. You know what I'm saying? Break down the whole case.
I'm with it. You want to
what I'm
do
saying?
it?
I know you give it too much away.
You want to do it?
Right, yeah. But just follow a motherfucker when they get caught up and just show a motherfucker the consequences. And if you
That's
can get
hard,
it, and even if you can get
that's hard.
Even if you can get an interview with the motherfucker after he did the senseless shit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And ask him, was it worth it?
Man, them niggas ain't got. Them niggas got appeals coming.
Yeah, and you gotta understand the streets gonna.
They ain't gonna give us the real. The niggas gonna give us that automated version of that.
But when the motherfucker get 30 years, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So and street niggas gonna look at it because these are street niggas' consequences.
But we gonna have to get into it because I'm a ass shit. I'm a nigga be like, yeah, man. So they really frame me. I'm blurt out like, you did that shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You did that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Stop it. You got convicted, bro.
All right, you didn't do it, but you got 30 years. Bro.
Nah, you didn't.
What's
You ain't
up?
know you didn't do it. You did it. Own up to it, bro.
Yeah.
He said,
You feel me?
Well, tell whoever is doing it, don't do it then.
Right.
Stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me who did do it.
Yeah, like really.
Because you was there.
These motherfuckers that's getting ain't nobody
Clearly
doing
you
that
was there.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Following these motherfuckers through these consequences, showing the consequences to this shit the shit that these niggas doing. Cause
That's hard. Consequences.
It's just crazy, man.
That's the show right there.
Man,
That's a pitch.
I think, man,
That's a pitch to HBO.
But that's
Yeah.
kind of already
On
out
Netflix.
there, man. That kind of stuff's already out there. You
Nah,
know?
Ain't nobody
not really.
following it from when.
Oh,
when
you
that-
saying like documenting his
Yeah,
Yeah,
when the
yeah,
motherfucker
yeah.
get jammed all the way up
Like
until
right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From arrest to
Nigga following.
Yeah.
Or at least when they,
Police station.
like be on the thing when these motherfuckers get caught up. You know what I'm saying? Especially when a lot of times you see shit that happen. You know when they get caught up, regardless of the courts, you know this the motherfucker that did it.
and the nigga can deny it all he want to.
Yeah.
Nigga, this is you on camera. You feel me? You got that same little dimple in the front of your head.
Even if
With
you
the
don't want to answer
tattoo.
this shit, why? I need to know why, brother.
Yeah,
tattoo.
What
that
was the
wasn't
point?
me, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was Photoshop. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. I'm on your ass, and that's the
Yeah.
problem. Is now we got to be on the ass, and like now we got to watch out for the gang.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, beyond that, man. You know what I mean? It's all love. My brothers grow. We may argue. We may not
That's why
get
we
along.
That's why we get a white motherfucker to do it. Niggas ain't gonna do nothing to white folks. We get a white motherfucker to talk to these niggas. Ain't gonna do nothing to white folks.
we get a Chris. Let's get a Chris Handsome.
Yeah, Chris Handsome ass motherfucker. So what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And then like,
Sit, have a
I
seat.
think-
Hey, Elliot, we need you back up here, man.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of shit. Why niggas do this shit? I think just sometimes adrenaline. Like when adrenaline to kill somebody, adrenaline got to be rushing. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck who it is.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna kill nobody without that adrenaline going.
You gotta be a psychopath.
Unless you
doing that shit.
slipped and.
But when that shit happen,
yeah.
you get that 1,000-yard stare.
I think adrenaline get in the way of consequences. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When adrenaline get to going, because you can't kill nothing without no adrenaline going.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give-
it supersedes
whether
your
it's-
better judgment.
Yeah, especially to kill a human. I mean, to kill a dog, you're gonna take some type of adrenaline, but to kill a human, to want to do it, your adrenaline got to keep you
Damn,
going.
it don't take no
But I think
adrenaline
like
to kill
I said,
a dog.
adrenaline get in the way of consequences,
Yeah.
and the motherfucker don't think about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why when a motherfucker when they got to deal with them consequences, that's when they fold.
Yeah, man.
That's why they go on the run.
That's why you see them
That's
niggas
why they
on.
lie about they just that I ain't do that shit.
That's why you see them niggas on First 48 with an Italian
There's
beef.
consequences in front of you. Yeah, that killer instinct gone.
Yeah, they did.
It's gone. You know
That
what
shit
I'm
done
saying?
wore off. That nigga,
Yeah.
that nigga need an Italian beef and a Coke. He finna tell you who did what.
Yeah, I guarantee you. Like, let's say for instance, a nigga he killed one of his ops, right? The adrenaline gone. I can go get one of his ops while he in that motherfucking station, in that motherfucking interrogation room, and sit his op in there. I guarantee you he won't do shit to him.
No.
You talking about without a gun on him? You saying?
That nigga
If he had a
tired.
gun on him,
You don't think so?
no.
Nah, if he had a gun, he would do it because he's scared.
No, I say if you
He would
just
do it
bring him
'cause
in there
he's
and sit
scared.
him down in there, he's not gonna pull that gun. First of all, he in the station.
I
Anyway.
mean, yeah. If you
if you a killer,
Well, you gotta
jump
give
over there and choke
him
this
an
nigga out
empty
then.
gun. It's a good experiment.
Yeah, go choke him out.
Let's make this part of the experiment.
Give him an empty gun.
Nah, you onto something. That might
And
be.
throw it on the table.
He
That might
gonna
be
pistol
another-
whip the shit out that nigga if that shit
He ain't gonna
empty.
do
That
shit.
might be a show
Because he
in
worried
itself.
about the consequences now.
He ain't worried about the that nigga. Hey, look,
Yeah, he
you
ain't
got
doing that shit.
some niggas is really bred for
No,
that
I ain't
shit.
gonna lie.
like-
Yeah,
Nah.
if you I was gonna
Once
say,
you
it's
facing
some-
consequences.
Yeah,
Now, if he on the street still, then he probably still be like,
Some-
because he ain't got caught up yet.
Some
a
niggas-
motherfucker still be like.
some niggas is going home, going back to lockup. Is
One
going
reason
home.
I say that, because when niggas in jail, all the ops is in there. They not trying to
They're
kill
not
him.
doing all that. Yeah.
That's why I say
They
that.
can't.
But it's still your op. You'll kill him on the street. So you can kill him.
Yeah.
You can.
It's not like you can.
But
Yeah, you
it's
can't.
but
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say consequences.
But what
in the way.
the reason I say
That's the name of the show. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the reason I say consequences is because consequences of the law versus consequences of the niggas that's in your cell block is completely different.
You thinking about the consequences. Motherfuckers getting whacked in prison.
Yeah, but what I'm
Motherfuckers
saying
getting
is that the
shanked up,
niggas in
yeah.
your cell block gonna get with you. The motherfuckers. And
It don't matter. It's all consequences.
But
The
niggas
in
don't
the cell
care
block,
about
the police
getting an
officer-
extra few years.
Yeah.
Niggas care about them niggas breaking your ribs
Consequences.
and playing with your butt.
It's consequence. That's what I mean. Consequence. It don't matter what the consequences come
Niggas care about playing with your butt, my nigga.
Yeah, consequences.
You hear me?
Consequences. All this, but it all stemmed from what you did.
Yeah.
From the get
Most
go.
definitely. Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you got a point.
So
You got a point.
that's what I'm
You
saying,
may
but-
be on to something, young man.
But yeah, it's just. I don't know, man. It's just. But a lot of it be senseless though.
Yeah, I think you're right. Though,
That's
'cause
the whole point.
It all be senseless.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
It
don't
all
even
be
think I
sensitive.
could.
I hate
I really
seeing
have
this
to
shit.
be in a situation where my adrenaline is pumping for me to even kill somebody.
Yeah.
Even if I
Yeah.
got into it with like say me and Self ain't know each other. Even
Yeah.
for me and this nigga to argue, you know what I'm saying? Like we arguing now, I wouldn't even go to the point where I want to kill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I wanna
yeah,
kill. Like,
yeah.
I really will have to be.
No, I'm not gonna kill a nigga.
No, you know what I'm saying. But
I'll fight a nigga, but I'm not gonna kill a nigga. Like, it's never that serious. Like, but I also grew up in a different era.
But fighting leads to
That's what
these days.
These days, niggas not even fighting. They skipping that part.
Regardless of how you feel about it, you
Yeah.
can be like, "Hey, man, I'll whoop this nigga." You still got to worry about if he feel that way.
And
That's cool. Yeah, you got to keep. I understand, but you got to be alert on. But and that's the problem that I be seeing with a lot of these situations, is that niggas drop their guard. Every situation I've seen, nigga drop their guard.
But it's
even
fucked up.
hold on, I'm not gonna incriminate myself. Let me plead the fifth on a lot of shit. But I had to whoop somebody in my family, in my house, right? My lady standing at the top of the stairs. She's like, "Oh my God, what should I do?" I'm telling her, "Get the gun." I'm beating this nigga still though. Remember? This is my family member. I'm whooping this nigga still on top of this nigga, giving it to him. Yeah. Mind you, he swung on me first. So I done slammed this nigga all on the concrete, some more shit. The reason I tell her to get the gun is because in the event that I beat this nigga up the stairs and we, whatever the fuck case, because clearly I'm working this nigga like a rib. Yeah. He get to the car and he want to do something different. We need to be prepared in case I got to blow this nigga down. Feel me? That family shit don't matter when a nigga adrenaline pumping and you feel him away. Yeah, right? But my thing is that I'm not going to do that to you, but it's there in case you act like you want that problem. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm going to make sure I put you down like I would a dog or a lame horse or some shit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But that's not what I want to do to you. Right. But if you put me in that position, I'm not hesitating. If you act like you clutching, if you reach under the seat, if you do any of that shit, you're going to feel every shot that's in this motherfucker. Yeah. Period, point blank. That's family member or not. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to let you kill me because you upset. Because you mad that I punched you in your fucking eye. Yeah. Even if it was warranted. A lot of niggas don't want to accept that. That's because you a bitch. Right. And you was raised by bitches. I was raised by OGs. Niggas that was like, yo, if you lose a fight, it's all good, nigga, long as you stood and fought. Right. Yeah. I can respect you as a man long as you stood and fought. Niggas wasn't raised. Niggas was raised by bitches. You was raised by your bitch ass mama.
Rather respect that shit, but at the end of the day, you can't expect everybody to honor that shit.
I can't. But what I can do,
and it's fucked up when you whoop a motherfucker and you become the hunted though. Yeah. Because a motherfucker necessarily probably ain't gonna do it right there.
Yeah. If you beat a nigga up, man, don't ever let him run to his car, man. You better go run
or it may not be that day. Yeah. A nigga may just be feeling a certain kind of way, and you may, walking out the house and you the hunted now. So you don't know what the fuck going on.
Better keep it on you.
You know what I'm saying? But shit, keeping it on you ain't gonna do nothing if you the hunted and you just walk into your car. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Having it on you, shit, you're down with it on you.
I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying. But me personally, when shit is up like that and shit is tension like that out there, and you got tension like that out there, whether it's a op, whether it's some gang shit, whether it's just some altercation you had, you can sense what's going on. And if you're aware, to be aware is to be alive. You know what I mean? You seen this car on your block however many times. You done looked out your window, whatever the case may be. You feel me? You move different. Right. You feel me? Not to say like a motherfucker like FBG Duck. You know what I'm saying? He moved how he moved. Motherfucker came all the way to Gold Coast to get him. Because they couldn't get him in the hood. Right. So they came all the way to Gold Coast to get him. Understandable. The only reason they really got him like that is because it's gun jam. Mm-hmm. He had a bogus ass Glock. Feel me? It's gun jam.
I mean, he still probably got hit, but he probably got some off.
Yeah, he would have got some off.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, you would have got hit, but there's no guarantee you would have died either. Yeah. You feel me?
But that's what I mean by being a.
But once you let a motherfucker run up on you,
like a motherfucker don't think in that area. Yeah.
Something
like that.
When you being hunted, that means the motherfucker already lurking on you. Yeah. You ain't walking around with this motherfucker. You ain't like you on the motherfucking battlefield. You ain't walking around like that.
Nah, you ain't doing.
You making a quick run to the stove. You know what I'm saying? You going to. It could be a week later.
You could be. I'm explain. I
would just hate to be the hunted. You know what I'm saying?
I'm explain what I mean to you.
You can do about that.
So, when I was at the barbershop, one of the barbershops, I ain't gonna say the name. I was at the barbershop. So I'm just aware all the time because I've been in so many situations. Yeah. So I end up, and motherfuckers will vouch for this. I'm in the parking lot. I see this motherfucking car with his windows down. Mind you, it's snowing at this time. Lights on, windows up, windows down, and it's where you can't see it. Like it's parked in front of us, but the lights is on so you can't see. Right. Cool. I get in my car. I take off. As I'm taking off, because it looks suspicious.
You look
right?
Now, yeah.
I'm not saying they up to nothing, but it looks suspicious.
Yeah.
So I pull off. I'm going to the gas station, which is like a block away. Whole time I'm in my mirror. I don't see this car move at all, right? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Mind you, we got protection around, right? It's just me, but we got protection around. So I get to the motherfucking store. I go in, I get my little honey bun or whatever the fuck I'm gonna eat. I come back out. As I'm coming back out, I see the same car, same make, same model, at the motherfucking gas pump, right? But not getting no gas, right? I got somebody that was in the car. I think it was a shorty. Matter of fact, it was a shorty that was from the shop. He was with me. I tell him, hey, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm finna pull around this block, get out this car. You feel me? Because I don't know what's going on. And when I come back around this motherfucker, this car's still here, I'm going to blow this motherfucker. Period. So I circle around. It's like a whole industrial area.
Yeah.
I come back around. The car gone, right?
When you leave?
Huh?
Or when you come back around the car?
When I come back, because from the industrial area, it's a dead end.
Right.
So I go through the dead end intentionally and come back around, and this car gone, right? But mind you, when I rolled past the car, because the car was actually in the parking lot across the street. Right. So when I rolled past the car, it was like the seats was back and you couldn't see nobody. Yeah. The lights was on, car running, all that shit. So I pull around the corner, I tell Shorty to get out. You feel me? When I come back around, if this car here, I'm gonna blow this motherfucker. So when I come back around, the car is gone, right? So I don't think nothing of it. I pull back around, honk, pick Shorty up, drop him off, all that shit. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Come to find out, motherfucker tried to rob one of the other barbers. They was following one of the other barbers, right? They tried to rob one of the other barbers. They even blew at the barber. The barber ended up driving up on the curb. It's a whole different situation, whatever the case may be. Yeah. But it's just my awareness. He wasn't even aware of what was going on. I didn't know he was following them. Otherwise, I would have called. You know what I'm saying? But that be the thing, is that when you from certain shit and you've been in certain shit, you tend to like be way more alert. You know what I'm saying? And I think that be the problem with a lot of situations, is that niggas don't really be alert. Niggas be really loafing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Niggas be loafing, even if they got it on them. Niggas be loafing. Niggas be feeling comfortable. Like in the Gold Coast, you're going to feel comfortable because niggas ain't really did nothing down there. Right. But niggas don't do nothing down there until they do. Right. Mm-hmm. And then when they do, then you fucked off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it only take 1 second. It take literally 1 second, a split second, shots to go off. And now niggas got switches. So you ain't even got time to run. You ain't got time to run. You might not even have time to duck. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So me, I'm always...
The way them motherfuckers coming out, they
in
this whole space anyway.
I was gonna say it
duck or whatever.
Spot. Yeah, you move this way, it's already bullets going down.
Yeah, I'm always alert. So it's just like, for me, and I'm not no super nigga. I'm not no super tough nigga. I don't look for no problems. I'm not
using your brain,
trying to be on offense and none of that shit. Like, I'm not trying to be. I don't got no ops. All my ops can't be reached for interviews. You know what I'm saying? But I just look at it like all this bullshit. A lot of this bullshit can be. I say about 70 is a normal number right now. I say about a good 50 to 60% of a lot of this shit that's going on, a lot of niggas was loafing. Yeah, rappers, all this shit. Yeah. A lot of niggas was loafing and lacking and wasn't paying attention.
Shit, I say 90% of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think
it may be much higher.
Like that, where a nigga
shit, 95%.
Yeah. To get gas or go to the store.
I mean, niggas,
but that's life. You living life.
That shit you do.
You gonna loaf. Yeah. So I say 100%. Really, shit.
I wouldn't say 100. I wouldn't say 100.
Yeah, but
I said 90 something.
Yeah, it's about 90 something. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I say about 90 something.
Motherfucker they just feel a certain way when they in certain places.
And that's
but
the
motherfucker that's hunting you, looking at it like, all right, I know he's comfortable over here.
He gonna be comfortable.
Yeah, he on his way to pick his shorty up. You know what I'm saying?
Even shout out, rest in peace to young Dolph. I mean, rest in peace to Dolph, man. You know what I mean? But even Dolph, you know what I'm saying? Dolph was way too comfortable.
Now something like that, that was being too comfortable.
He was way too comfortable. You in a very high profile. You in Memphis.
Well, they own that.
And you in a very high profile car, nigga. You're not in no Acura. You in a Lamborghini that's fatigued.
Yeah.
You in a fatigued Lamborghini. Everybody know this you.
Yeah.
There's no possible way I'm getting out my mom.
And the thing is, Memphis ain't that big, and you antagonizing these motherfuckers, and it's not so big. You antagonizing killers.
Right. That's how they taking it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You fucking with killers, and you moving around this motherfucker like these killers ain't out here.
But you antagonizing killers and rookies trying to make a name for themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so when you looking at it like that, you look at it like, and you know, it's sad because Dolph has such a fucking bright career and bright future and life ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his kids and all that.
That's like if Dirk in Chicago trying to move like
When you just seen that?
Nah, I mean, he ain't moving it.
That nigga's not moving in no Lamborghini that everybody notice him.
No, he not. It don't matter what he in.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, his motherfuckers on the other side of them camera, security and all that shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I guarantee that.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, he won't move like Dolph was moving in Memphis.
Fuck no.
Running to the store.
And if he do run to the store,
that nigga
he ain't getting out.
Yeah, he ain't going.
You pay niggas to get out.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, nigga,
I guarantee you, he won't move.
Go get out. Go get
like
me
that.
some cookies. Go get me some sugar cookies. Some motherfucking buttermilk cookies. I want some pecans and some fucking oatmeals. like, and the nigga ain't moving.
Yeah,
and that car bulletproof.
Like that.
They tried to hit Dolph before that.
Yeah.
They hit 100. They hit his fucking car 100 times. The nigga had a bulletproof car. You know what I mean? Why the fuck? They weren't gonna try to hit him in the car when he was in the Lamborghini. Why? They assumed it was already bulletproof.
Right. We gonna catch this nigga in the store.
You know what I'm saying? You done got out, and for whatever reason, there's no possible reason I'm that high profile.
Yeah,
No disrespect to Dolph. There's no reason I'm that high profile, and I don't got two motherfuckers with AR-15s, fully auto, standing at the door. If you try that, you already know you're not going home.
You know what's crazy? What, a week before that, he was up at that place too, right?
Yeah, yep.
What was he in? He was in a white truck.
Yep.
Don't nobody know the fuck this is in this truck.
You need to pull
So
up
he
a
was
Toyota
good.
Camry
Yeah.
or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in that. Some little white. What was that? Looked like a pickup. I don't know what the fuck. It was some white truck, but it blends in.
Yeah,
when they seen that motherfucking camouflage motherfucking thing,
Man, I don't care if it wasn't camo. A Lambo's gonna catch
anything, yeah.
I think it was a Lamborghini.
It was a Corvette. It was a new Corvette. Yeah, but
That's
it
still
looked
gonna
like it looked the same.
It's gonna catch
you. Gonna look at it.
It's gonna catch your eye right away. Yeah, plain and simple.
Well, look, man. We appreciate y'all sliding for Kicking and Converse once again.
Yeah.
We done had some spicy moments.
Right.
Feel me? Some laughs, some jokes. Feel me? Couple little tears from Emmanuel.
From a man, y'all didn't see him.
Y'all
that
didn't
nigga
see
was
him. He
crying.
wiped his eyes a couple times. You know what I mean? But hey, man, we love y'all, man. We'll be back. We're gonna be ramping up these sessions.
Yeah, we
We're
back
gonna
on
be
it,
wrapping
man.
up. We back. You know what I mean? My brother Trav is back. We appreciate y'all, man, and we're gonna keep it pushing, man. And it don't matter what the fuck go on with the followers, you know, we love y'all. But you know, whether we got 10 or 10 million, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep doing our motherfucking thing.
On.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, shout out to y'all. Love y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you don't respect nothing else,
Respect your motherfucking self.
yeah, and we out.
Peace.